Hey everybody, Jim Weller here, and good morning to you. It is a brand new Saturday, and it's a brand new month. So welcome to May, everybody, and may the force be with you. So anyway, good morning. You're watching a show called Weller Does Delmarva. So many people must think it's Wheeler. They spell my name with an H in it, like Wheeler Dealer. It's Weller's. No, it's not even Weller's. My name isn't even Weller's. It's Weller. Weller Does Delmarva. So you, the audience that's never seen this show before, relax, okay? In other words, it only gets better from here. I was the lowest bidder for the job, and we have a good time. We're sitting right inside of a place called Laurel Junction, and guess where it's at? Laurel, Delaware. And there is no charge to park. Today, free sunshine for everybody, free fresh air. Come on in and check out Chef Fred's breakfast specials, okay? We have a lot of fun doing the show. It's a weekly show, so we're going to have a lot of different guests on. And my first guest has been very busy through the evening. He's very into his newest business. Well, he's been actually on the air for over a year now.
Right.
TV.
Not counting the last 12 hours.
That's right. Not counting the last 12 hours.
Right.
Which seemed like 2 days worth of life.
Oh, my gosh.
Anyway.
Yeah, but you know what?
TV Delmarva.
Things happen, and there was a Verizon outage. I'm going to guess due to the wind.
Right.
And our fiber optic line to the
Well,
tower
I think the
was down.
Verizon outage caused some power outages.
Is that right? You
Yeah,
think
because
so?
some people were telling me they only had 56 volts or some crazy number.
There was lots of weird things going on. And I saw people from Milton to Ellendale. It happened at my house, too.
Wow.
Jonathan was getting a little nervous about it. He didn't know what was
Why?
going on. But
He was worried his car wouldn't start, that 12-volt battery.
his electric car.
Right. All right.
But anyway, TV Delmarva, we are back on the air. We are on the air right now.
You were off a little bit.
We were off for a little bit overnight, yep. So the wind did have some issues but Verizon got them taken care of, finally.
It only took 12 hours. But, they probably were busy. In other
But
words,
Jim, I am their number one customer.
That's true, but the only one that knows you're their number one customer
me.
is you. You got to tell people that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's what it is. So, but anyway, I was dealing with somebody that I don't think it didn't sound like a Sussex County accent to me.
Okay, they were in India.
It sounded like possibly, yes.
Possibly.
Yeah. Yep.
So-
So anyway, but we're back on the air and
Channel 14,
things
right?
are good. Yeah, things are working, just like they're supposed to. And anybody that missed advertising, we do make those good overnight. So
Well, it builds the crowd.
That's right. It's
when
like
something's not
anticipation,
working,
right?
when something's not working, I tend to pay more attention to it. Yeah. I keep checking to see is it back on. In other words, and stuff
right.
like that.
Especially if your commercials are running.
That's
on it.
right. That's right. So,
but anyway, so that's all good. Everything is good with that. But we are working on a new channel, 14.5, and I kind of teased it last week, and I don't want to say what it is again because that was just kind of a little special preview.
Okay.
Things aren't moving as fast as I had hoped.
Okay.
As usual.
Yeah. Well,
I always
waiting
want it
on
done
parts
yesterday.
and
Waiting on parts and pieces, exactly. And
Yep.
we just had a conversation this morning about somebody else that's kind of running behind schedule on what they had.
Right.
And that are we on?
That was my question.
We on Facebook and all that stuff, YouTube.
I'm not seeing it, but
All
I
right.
believe you.
Jim's not seeing it, so you need to figure out how to make him see it.
Okay, and it's not supposed to be there, right?
It is.
Okay,
Yep,
just
but
checking.
I can't start it until after
Darn.
because
All
I
right.
got to be over here.
Okay, so Colin can't see himself on TV.
That's right. So anyway, Jim, TV Delmarva, Channel 14. Point your antenna towards Seaford.
Yep. Rescan.
Rescan your television. Look for channels 14, 1, 2, 3, and 4.
And coming soon.
Coming soon, 5.
5.
Yep. And
very
then
exciting.
what comes after 5? 6.
Right, and then we're up to 14.99.
That's right.
So
I
we'll
hope
see.
so.
Colin is getting all these sub channels, and it's kind of neat.
Yep.
In other words, it's interesting. So I heard some people the other day that said something to me about they might have either talked to somebody about advertising or were going to. You've got an advertising team now, is that correct?
Yep, we've got a couple people out there selling
Beating
ads
the
for us
bushes.
now, beating the bushes, yeah.
Beating the bushes.
And trying to help businesses. I mean, that's
Right.
what we're doing. We want to go
Right.
out, we want to help the business to grow and to, sell their
Prosper.
products, sell their
Prosper.
service,
Yep.
whatever they have, prosper, exactly. So.
Yeah, a little different buying advertising from TV Delmarva. You're not dealing with your typical person who sells advertising for a living. In other words, your group of people is connected to you, which you're a local businessman. You want to sell people prosperity. You want to help them prosper.
100%.
Selling an ad is not really what you're after.
Right.
Hey, we're going on the radio
I'll
already.
be back in a bit, Jim.
All right. I hear it. Lawrence, thank you very much. We are coming live on the Raid Didio. We are live, everybody. So good morning, and thank you so far for the people that have been watching on TV and YouTube and Facebook. We're there. We're live. We're here. And we're inside Laurel Junction. I see Jim and Linda have shown up. I see Bob is here, Steve is here, and Chris is here. So quite a crowd. So we're here, and you are invited. So Jim Weller here. It's Saturday morning. It's May 1st. By golly. Little League's all getting fired up. I think Greenwood is having a little ceremony about 10 o'clock this morning, I think, kicking off the Little League there. And lots of different things going on. So you're watching and listening to a show called Weller Does Delmarva. So I'm going to presume there's some people never heard of this show before. So I want to say thank you for taking the opportunity to tune me in. We do it live every Saturday morning. And this is show number, holy mackerel, I had no idea. This is show number 399. We've got to do something special for our 400th show. That's next Saturday. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to buy everybody's breakfast next Saturday, all right? You got to get on the list. So we're going to be opening up the phone lines in a little bit, and anybody that wants to come next Saturday, the first 100 people, we're going to buy your breakfast, okay? You guys going to be out of town next week? Oh, okay. All right. So we're going to do that in a little bit. We're going to get a list of people. So our 400th show is next Saturday. Thank you, everybody that's made that happen. This is Weller Does Delmarva. It's a weekly show. I forgot. We got the collage. We got college ready. It's not really college. It's collage. Our collage narrated by Cool Bobby B, Bob Backman. Thank you very much for that. Hold on. They telling me to stand down, relax. So anyway, listen. We got a lot of things going on today. Some of the different guests that we're going to have. We have got our first guest is going to be, well, our first guest was Colin, okay? Then we've got Paula Sangaleer. It's going to be joining us in a little while. And then we've also got Chuck Creighton from Weller's is going to be joining us from Weller's. That's going to be very interesting. And we're going to have a lot of fun. Mike Lowe is going to be here, and Pastor Kenneth Wagner and Pastor David Vargas from United Church. A lot of people have been saying, when is United coming back to Milford? We're coming back. They're coming back, and it's going to be soon. All right, is the collage ready? These guys got the collage ready. Here it is, everybody. Let's roll it.
This week on Weller Does Delmarva, Paula Sangaleer tells us a short story or two. Colin Walls from TV Delmarva has the latest scoop on local programming. Chuck Creighton wants you to shop Weller's, where you can get supreme customer service. Mike Lowe is all about safety and chats with us about Sussex Safe Kids. Delmarva Christian's Justin Savini stops by with an update. And Pastor Kenneth Wagner and Pastor David Vargas from United Church have exciting news. We are live from Laurel Junction in Laurel, Delaware. And now, here's your host, Jim Weller.
Good morning. And there's going to be more people. We are going to break out the prize wheel this morning at about 9:30. So today we're actually with you till 10 o'clock. It's got that bonus hour. This is the last Saturday of 3 hours. So anyway, that was the collage. I want to brag real quick on my chiropractor friend, which is Dr. T and Dr. Bud, Peninsula Chiropractic Center. This is a sponsor segment, so keep that in mind. And, we're going to get our picture taken. First of all, that's the first thing we do. We got this iPad, and we're trying to use up all the film that's in it. So anyway, it's picture time here. So when you hear me pause like that, I don't pause much, okay? So I'm worried about that little flap and the microphone shutting off. So anyway, sponsor segment, Dr. T, Dr. Bud, these are chiropractors, okay? They get the kinks out, they get the knots out. In other words, I've been there for back problems, neck problems. I've had headaches, and they've helped me with that. And I've had wrist problems, elbow problems, shoulder problems, knee problems. I love them, okay? I've shared stories about my granddaughter that was having a little trouble hearing. And he said, listen, I'm not telling you what to do, but why don't you let me just see if chiropractic care can help with her hearing? And I'm like, I can't even believe it's possible. He's like, well, he said, everything has to do with, let me look up the exact terminology, the central nervous system. Everything has to do with that. And so he did some adjustments with her, and it did help. So anyway, I'm just letting you know they're not miracle workers, they're chiropractors. So we're talking about Peninsula Chiropractic Center. They deal with children, adults, and it's a great place. It's like a wellness center. It's right on Route 13, just outside of Seaford. So anyway, if you have any questions, I'm going to give you the phone number. When you call, they're very friendly, they're very pleasant, they're very accommodating. So it is Peninsula Chiro Center, Peninsula Chiropractic Center, 629-4344, 629-4344, and it works best if you dial it in that order. People say, what's that mean? 302-629-4344. If you get the numbers mixed up, it won't work. So dial it in that order. PeninsulaChiroCenter.com on the web, and like them on Facebook. They're very, 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 very active on Facebook. Now, I've been a little while getting this lady on the show. I've known her for a while. I'm kind of excited, and her name is Paula, and known from years back as Petchin Paula. Is that correct?
Yeah, actually, that's true. Yeah.
And you now are writing books.
Well, I'm not quite there yet, but it could certainly go that way.
Okay,
That's
so-
on my list.
All right, so we'll be getting your autograph in time.
If you want it, it's yours, Jim.
Okay. And so what are you doing, in other words? So
What am I doing? Well, I'm one of those broadcasters that could turn up anywhere.
that's
so,
true.
You can
You
hear
do a lot of remotes,
sure.
out
yeah.
and about in the
Yeah.
community.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stay on broadcasting for a minute. How long have you been doing this?
November, it'll be 30 years.
You were just a little youngin'.
Yes, I was.
Golly day.
I was 23.
Were you
yeah.
really?
Mhm, yeah.
Wow. So at 23 years old, what would inspire a young lady to want to be in broadcasting?
Very simply, I wanted to figure out a way to get free concert tickets. And it is the truth.
Well, let's be very honest about this.
It's the truth. And
Okay.
I'd go to a lot of concerts, and I'd watch people working, and I thought, there are jobs here. What job could I do that would
get free tickets.
To get free tickets. So one day I heard an ad on the radio, and it was for the Broadcasting Institute of Maryland. I said, let me give that a try. So that was the
Really?
beginning of my journey. Yeah.
So you're from around here?
No. Well, yeah. I was born in Washington, D.C. And
Okay.
then I started my broadcasting career in Frederick, Maryland, and was there for 2 years. And from there, I came to Lewis, Delaware, and that was 94.
Really?
So I've been over here since then.
Okay. Wow. And so you've been in broadcasting almost 30 years.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you must have loved it.
Well, yeah, I keep
Or
doing
else you got plenty of free tickets, one or the
yeah,
other.
Right. They don't come the way they used to, but yeah, I must like it because I keep doing it.
Right.
So
You do a
it's-
great job, in
it's
other words.
It's a great career, as you know, because there is a lot of fun, and
Yes.
no 2 days are the same. You get to meet so many people
Right.
in life. I'm sure that's why you like doing what
Right.
you do. So yeah, it's been a wild ride.
Wow. Now, you worked with Petch for quite a few years.
7 years doing
7
mornings.
years. And he's a very difficult, demanding individual, I hear.
He's
So-
he's amazing. We're still
Yeah.
very close, very good friends.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. So tell me what's the next chapter for you?
The next chapter for me, good question. Well, I'm working on this website with my friend Brian. This was actually his idea. He said, Paula, you've got a lot of great stories. Let's tell them.
Okay.
And he kind of had to talk me into it because I said, everybody's got stories. I do have some good ones, but he wanted to put it together in this way and do a website. And I said, let's give it a go. So
Okay.
that's what we've been doing this year.
Okay. And what are they called?
Short stories with Paula Sangaleer.
Okay.
Get it? There's a little joke in there.
Yeah, there's a little joke in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So, and that's on purpose.
Okay. Well, good.
Yeah.
And so are they going to be online or a book or like
Yeah.
how will people read these?
Well, that may come down the line.
Okay.
There may be
Or
a
you may
book
just
in
audible-
the future. Yeah, it's right now there are little audio clips, and
Okay.
people have short attention spans, so
No.
you can just have
Okay.
right now 5-10 minutes you get an idea. They're almost like little teasers, and you may get the full stories, all the details in another format somewhere down the line.
Okay.
But for now, we're just putting out these little audiograms, and as I said, my friend Brian does them, and he's amazing, and he's someone I met in radio. He
Okay.
was best intern we ever had, Petch
Oh,
and Paula,
really?
and now he's grown into an amazing, and he was just a teenager, and now he's
Wow.
grown, and it was many years ago, so now he's grown into an amazing husband, father, and technical whiz. So
Wow.
so he and I are working on this project together.
So short stories for people with a short attention span.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, is
Yeah.
that right?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
good. And is there anything available now that somebody could watch or see
Oh,
or
sure.
listen to?
Yeah,
Where would they go?
Go to paulasangaleer.com. And I know that's a long, tricky name, but I think there'll be a link on your page to
Okay.
it. But paulasangaleer.com, and that's the website, and you'll see some of the stories there, but also on Facebook, Short Stories with Paula Sangaleer. Follow there for updates if you're interested.
No matter what, even if you're not interested, we'd like people to like the Facebook page.
Oh, yeah, please.
That's a freebie, right?
Yeah, right? Yeah.
That's a free gift. That's a today only offer.
It is. You're welcome
Right.
to like that.
Right. Everybody's allowed to, right?
That's it.
All right. And
yeah.
you got paulasangaleer.com.
Yes.
Gosh, I'm surprised it wasn't taken.
I know, right?
Right.
As many as there are.
Right. Now, so you're still on radio, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And you're going to still continue that career.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, as
And,
long as they let me.
As long as they let you. Wow. Well, anyway, well, what else do you want to share with us? In other words, we're not out of time yet. So what?
Well, the stories. I'll give you a little piece about what the stories are about.
Okay.
There are stories about my radio career.
Okay.
And some of the wild things I've done and people that I've met, and they're about me and my personal stuff, like
Okay.
my alcoholism.
Okay.
That story is out there, and a lot of people have heard that story. And I think even just a couple, which my goal was just one,
Okay.
have found some help and some hope there.
Absolutely.
So
That's wonderful.
The whole idea of putting all this out there is for entertainment, of course, because
Right.
there's some funny stuff with my life, but also maybe somebody, because of all my years of experience, maybe somebody could get some help or some hope.
Right.
Learn
Right.
from my errors. I often do a little piece called towards the end called "Here's some advice you didn't ask for," and I'll just give something related to that story. So.
What piece of advice would you give people on May 1st, 2021?
Oh gosh, get ready for
Wit
summer.
and wisdom. Get ready for summer.
Get ready for summer. No regrets. Go
No
for
regrets.
it. No regrets.
Has the COVID thing got on your nerves, or how has COVID
Hmm.
affected your world?
Not very much because
Okay.
I'm in places where there aren't a lot of people.
Okay.
So
Because when you're on the radio, it's like a cave. You're
it
just in a
is.
cave.
Yeah,
Is that right?
absolutely.
Okay.
But definitely a time to to reflect and turn and figure out what else you can do when you're not able to do the things you were doing before.
Right. When something's restricted,
Right.
we all of a sudden want it more.
Right, of course, yeah,
Right.
yeah. So you figure out different ways to work on creative projects, and you got to find the positive in every situation. So,
Right.
So other than that, luckily, no one I know has passed from it. I know many people have, but it's been okay in my world.
Right. Well, good. Before you're done, I want to get one more picture. Tracy, when we get a second, I want to get a different picture with Paula. But anyway, I appreciate you being on. So other than meeting me, what other famous people have you met in your life?
Oh my gosh, there's a story up there about the time that I got to meet the Rolling Stones.
No way. In
Yes,
person?
and- yes, in person.
In Sussex County, Delaware?
Not in Sussex. That's not where I met them. I
Okay.
didn't meet them there.
Right.
And and that was a career highlight for me because obviously they're royalty. And the story is there at paulasangaleer.com and a photograph. It was late 90s and it was a stroke of luck. And
They had heard of you?
Yeah. Yes, they requested that I turn up and give them an audience.
Wow.
Yeah.
They
so
demanded it.
They demanded. They said, "Get me Sangaleer," and
We're not performing without her.
how could I say no to Keith
Right.
Richards?
Wow.
So
was good.
that's one. That's just one.
Well,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I appreciate you asking me on today, Jim. It's nice to see you.
Have you ever heard of this show?
Of course I have.
I just wondered. That's all. In other words, some people.
I've been in line to get on this show for months. Are you
I-
kidding me?
I reached out to Pets the other day, and is it called DJ Britain or something like that? He's got
I think,
a new.
I think it's British DJ Pet.
Brit- I was close.
Yes, I think that's it.
I was
Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
He said, "I'm in demand right now. There's a lot of weddings going
Yes,
on, and
he's busy. He
right.
is
So
a
now I have
busy
to
guy.
stand in line to get him on. So.
Right.
But anyway,
right. I'll
it's an
recommend.
honor.
I'll tell him that you
Put
were
in a good
pretty,
word
that you
for
were
me.
pretty gentle.
Okay. I do have one question. Do you like ice cream?
Of course,
Really?
Yes.
What's your favorite flavor?
all of them.
All of them from A to Z. Okay.
Yeah. I'm
All
not
right.
picky about that.
Well, I'm going to give you a couple gift cards to Vanderwin's. Is that okay?
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic.
All right.
Thank you. I
and
appreciate
I'll do
it.
that. Have you ever been to Vanderwin's?
I have.
Okay. And
Yeah.
you would go back?
Oh yeah, that's
Okay.
that's top delicious natural stuff right there.
Okay. Well, that's a good plug.
I know about it. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you go, but before you go, I want to just scoot over and just get one more picture if we could, okay?
Of course.
So I'll try to keep talking as best I can while we take this picture. But Paula, I really appreciate you joining me.
Thanks, Jim. Thanks for having me on.
And I'm going to try to smile. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Thanks a lot. Take
Have a
care.
great day.
Okay, I'll
Are
see
you
ya.
accepting handshakes?
I'm accepting
All right.
handshakes.
Thank you,
Okay?
Jim. Have
Thanks
a good
for joining
one.
me. Thank you.
Yes.
All right, there she goes, Paula. Okay, so look her up, and her contact info is there on our Facebook page. That was kind of a nice interview, and I do want to brag on Chef Fred's. I got his menu, and I want to tell people we could take that call if you want. You know what? Who is that call? Caller, are you there?
Morning, Jim.
Hey, how you doing?
This is Justin Ward with Invisible Fence.
It is Justin Ward with a Visible Fence. This is a sponsor segment. Thank you very much. My mind went blank. And how are you doing today, young man?
Pretty good, pretty good. It looks like the winds died down here a little bit where I'm at in Carroll County, Maryland. So hopefully we can get out and get some stuff accomplished today.
Does the wind affect the invisible fence that's buried in the ground?
No, it doesn't.
Well, good. That's a good thing then, right? Nothing to fix there. Hey, I did want to let people know or ask, like I've had you out to my house more than once to repair our fence where we maybe did some digging and hit it. Do you get many people that nick a fence or need it repaired?
Yeah, we do get a lot of service. And not only is it just service where we're fixing wire, but a lot of times we're going out to service where we're adding new puppies on. Somebody has rescued a dog. So we go out and we can fix fences. This time of year it gets really hectic, I guess you could say, with a lot of people are doing flower beds, gardens, and stuff like that. And we do only install that fence anywhere from 3 to 6 inches. So when it falls in that realm, it does get easy when you're doing yard work, and our main source is landscaping and excavation for cutting that wire. And we do that because usually your cable line's supposed to be anywhere from 12 to 16 inches. Your electric's going to be a little bit deeper than that, hopefully 2 foot or more.
Right.
And then we got irrigation and stuff like that. So a lot of people always ask us, why is it so shallow? But there's so many factors that go into how we install the invisible fence. So,
right.
But a lot of people don't know that we can just splice and fix those certain spots using a splice kit. Now, I don't recommend going out and using waterproof tape or glue or heat shrinking, because that will hurt us in the long run. So
right.
I've even had professional electricians doing this for 20, 30 years, doing their work for 20, 30 years, use the wrong kind of splice out there in the yard. So you just got to remember it's a different environment out there. So
right.
we can service, and obviously we got to cover our costs for that. But
sure.
We're able to get out there, and we always like seeing the pets again and the customer and seeing how things are going, and we can always adapt and just educate customers when we go out there for a service call. It's kind of nice going back after 2 to 3 years, seeing how they're doing.
And so estimates are free if somebody's listening and they just want to talk about a brand new invisible fence for their yard, never had one before in their life.
Yep, absolutely. Estimates are free. We always, like I said, the whole educational thing is what we're after. Joseph Harshberger and Kyle Header, they take care of the Delmarva area for the most part now, and my brother Dylan Ward, he's down there as well, and they like to come out and just meet the pets and see what kind of solutions we can do. So there's definitely options out there, and some people might not jump on it right away, but it might be something 2 or 3 years down the road that they want to do. So, and we work with a lot of I'd say competitor fences or the DIY kits as well. So servicing them and upgrading, we got a lot of clients that want to upgrade to the newer versions and stuff like that, the new technology. So there's over 99 different, from 52 to 99 different settings on our collars now, and then of course our GPS system. It's pretty cool to see how it can adapt to the dog.
So you would even work on even if somebody bought a house and they don't know what brand they have, they could still call you for service work or repairs or upgrades.
Yeah, absolutely. We're a one-stop shop, so to speak. So we'd like to get out there, and we can either add wire or we can upgrade it, worst case scenario.
Okay, well, that's nice. All right, so estimates are free. You'll help service other brands. You sell and install all types of products. How would somebody reach you? What's the best way?
They can call or text. Just get on the schedule at 410-546-2436, or check us out at invisiblefence.com. You put in your zip code and we'll pop up.
Wow. All right, locally owned, locally operated, good family-run business, and you say what you're going to do, and you do what you say. So I've been very happy with your service, I am guilty of this one wire. You know, we've had dump trucks run over it, excavate, and we've broke it a time or two. What I'm always amazed is that you guys can find the break.
Yeah, we got the magic wand.
You got something, and they always do a good job of fixing it. So we actually moved it a little bit now, so hopefully it'll break a little bit less. But anyway, we've got this one area. I can always tell when I've broke it. Well, other than that, again, the number one more time, 410.
546-2436. Definitely call or text Shelby. My mom, she runs the office with Shelby Arena in there, and they can help you out.
Okay. Well, thanks a lot. I've been very happy dealing with you, and I appreciate your support of the show, okay?
I appreciate it, Jim. Have a good weekend.
See ya. Bye-bye. Bye. All right. Well, there we go. Invisible Fence brand. Good company. I've dealt with them. Been very, very happy with them. And I truly have broke the wire myself more than once. So anyway, hey, I want to just mention Chef Fred's Cafe right inside here, Laurel Junction. What a great place to eat breakfast, lunch, dinner. Since I've been doing the show here, I've had some friends of mine that have just started stopping in now and then, picking up a pizza, getting a takeout, or, you know, eating here. And they're like, Jim, I had no idea this quality of food was right inside Laurel Junction 7 days a week. Yes, it is, and it's for you. Nice, clean, friendly atmosphere. You place your order, you get the food. It's piping hot. It's made from scratch. Chef Fred does a good job, and that's right inside Laurel Junction. And for $4.99, they've got a breakfast special today that you can come down. 2 eggs and biscuits with sausage gravy and home fries for $4.99. Check that out. So we're here. You're listening and watching a show called Weller Does Delmarva. We're going to be with you till 10 o'clock this morning. Till 10 o'clock this morning. Now at 7:30, I take a break from the radio. So if you're part of my radio audience, I'd appreciate it if you just switch right over to tvdelmarva.com. Or just check me out at Weller Does Delmarva on the Facebook, because when we stop on the radio, we don't stop the show, and we don't want you to miss anything. So check that out. Weller's Utility Trailers is open today at 8 o'clock, and we're going to have Chuck Creighton on in a few minutes, so that's going to be my next guest. First, my next guest is Colin Walls. We are going to talk about TV Delmarva, and then my next guest after that is Chuck. So we got a lot of different things, a lot of interesting guests, a lot of information to share with you. At 9:30, we want you to make sure you check us out at 9:30. Now, at 9, I go off the radio. So you're going to need to switch over at 9 o'clock to Facebook, which would be James J. Weller Jr. on Facebook, or TV Delmarva, either way, because at 9:30, we're going to be giving things away on the prize wheel. We're going to give away $25 shopping sprees to Weller's in Bridgeville. I need to write that down so I don't forget it. $25 shopping sprees. If you want to win one, stay tuned for more details. I hear the music, taking a break from the radio. Switch over now to tvdelmarva.com. All right, so anyway, Jim Weller here, and I said we're going to give away shopping sprees. I'm writing this down, spree, to Weller's in Bridgeville, $25 shopping sprees. We're going to give away 10 of them this morning, or we're going to try to anyway. We're going to do that at 9:30, so I'm priming the pump is what it's called. I'm priming the pump, and I'm letting you know what's going to happen at 9:30. We're going to get the prize wheel out. I've hired somebody to professionally spin the wheel. I might even get somebody out of the audience. It's hard to say what we're going to do. But anyway, we're going to do that, and we're going to try our best to give away 10 $25 shopping sprees. 10 times 25. Is that $2,500, Linda? It's $250, folks. 250. It's 250.
If I'm buying or selling.
That's right. Yeah, it depends. She's like, it's too early to do math. All right, Colin.
Hey, good morning.
Talk to me. Tell me something good.
Well, I'm looking over our sheets here.
Itinerary.
Yeah, and I'm trying to find something here, but
Okay.
I'll just have to do it off the top of my head.
All right. Well,
because I didn't prepare well.
I did want to say something.
Yeah.
Will you go ahead? I'm sorry.
No.
Your timer start.
Okay.
You go ahead.
All right. So there's something I would like to do these things called live cut-ins.
Okay.
During your show.
Okay.
So it would be actually during this segment.
All right.
You would lose me.
Okay.
But you would have somebody that's out at a live event somewhere.
No kidding.
Yeah. So if there's a farmer's market going on somewhere.
Right. Or maybe say a business has got a new product and they just want to highlight it.
Exactly.
Hey, we just got this brand new zero-turn mower in, and never had this particular model before, and we want to show it to you, but we can't bring it in the building to put it on the show.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or a
I think
boat.
this is a great opportunity for a business.
Wonderful
or,
opportunity.
And anything, even an organization or something like that wants to highlight something, whether they've got.
They're having an event.
Exactly. So
Right.
car shows and things like that. So I think that would be a great event. Or a great
Opportunity
thing to do, yeah. If you have one of those events going on, or if you just have something you want to show off on TV,
right?
Then this is a great opportunity to get that done. So get in touch with me if you have any interest in that.
Okay.
302-242-8015. 302-242-8015. I'll take a text from now until 10 o'clock.
Right.
After that, I can take a phone call because I'll be here.
And if you didn't understand what we explained, it's a great opportunity. And again, you go.
We'll show you.
We'll show you. Right.
Keep an eye out later on today.
That's right. Chuck Creighton. Right.
Yes,
so this
so-
is an example. It's being done from Weller's in Bridgeville.
Yep. But
right.
now, in a little different way than we would actually do it. Jim's having his people come on and do it. But
Right.
what
You
we
would
do-
supply the camera person, the camera, everything.
everything.
You would.
Yeah. So we would have somebody out there, somebody that knows how to get your message across
Right.
in 2 to 3 minutes.
That's right. Yeah.
To
and
really
if you're
say what you wanna
uncomfortable,
say.
they'll help you.
Exactly.
Your
yeah.
people will help.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
So yeah, that's what we want to do, and you would have several throughout this show that would get your message out and try to achieve what you want to achieve.
Right. Right. Okay. Well, then all
What
they need to
does
do
everybody want?
prosperity.
We want people to come through our door and to
even
buy our product.
before prosperity, what you really want is you want to get the word out.
Well,
And
you
then-
have to.
And
yeah.
after you get the word out, that's when, because you can want prosperity, but if you never get the word out, it's not going to happen. In other words,
right, exactly, and
right.
And then once the people come in, then it's your job to make
To
that
make
sale.
it happen. Right. I agree.
Make the sale, or make the connection, or whatever you're trying to achieve at that
Right.
point.
All right. And the sun is shining, and it's just a
Yeah.
good time to get out there and get things done.
It is. It's a beautiful spring morning.
All right. Let's real quick take a phone call.
Okay.
422-7336. You know who I want to hear from is Norman Jones. Norman Jones, if you're out
Norman
there.
J. Jones.
And here's why. I think that the Ellendale Fire Company is celebrating a 101-year anniversary.
Really?
It says on Facebook that it's their birthday, okay? 101 years old.
Wow.
And since Norman is, I don't even know how old he is. I don't know if he's 60, 70, or 38. I'm not sure. In other words, you can tell how old a tree is by the rings. I don't know if you can tell how old Norman is by his belly size. I'm not sure.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm really trying to prime the pump now.
Wow.
So anyway,
yeah.
but-
Oh boy, I'm sure he'll be calling right in with this, Jim.
Does anybody know Norman Jones? All we want to know is Ellendale Fire Company, 101 years old. Does anybody know that answer? 422-7.
422.
Tell them dial 911 and ask for Jim. Don't do that. I did that one day. It was a bad joke. Anyway, 422-7336. Norman has been woken from a sleep.
Woken.
He's a deep sleeper.
Are you saying he's woke?
I think that dude sleeps till like 10 o'clock in the morning. But anyway, and then he eats donuts. I'm just giving him a hard time. Because I think
lighten up on him.
he's changing his eating habits. In other words, I
Okay.
didn't even see a picture last night where he went to Doyle's for all-you-can-eat dumplings. Did you guys go out to dinner last night? No.
Okay.
See, and I was just getting ready to join the crowd. All-you-can-eat dumplings
That's what they
almost
heard.
had
That's
my
why they didn't
attention. That's why they didn't go, right? Thursday night. All right.
Thursday night. All right.
All right. Is he calling or not calling? 422-7336. Anybody
Did that get hung up,
know?
Colin?
What was that?
Make sure that phone got hung up.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, 422-7336. Norman, you don't have to brush your teeth or comb your hair if you're calling in, okay?
Comb his what?
Hair.
His what?
It's hair. All right, so anyway, Ellendale Fire Company, I believe, is celebrating a milestone today.
101.
101 years old. We're just trying to get a verification, somebody to approve this sponsor segment, so anyway. So with that said, I just want to say Weller's is open at 8. We are trying to sell 60 trailers this week, so we've got a big thing to do today. Is the radio coming? All right, I hear them coming now. Let me get myself adjusted for the radio. All right, good morning. We are live on the radio. We are live on TV. We are live everywhere. I can't get over it. This show is like no other show. First of all, it's unscripted. It's unrehearsed. Hey, radio audience, we're back. Jim Weller here, the golden tones, the golden voice of Jim Weller. That's what you're listening to. Weller Does Delmarva. We are here. We are live. We're sitting right inside Laurel Junction, and people say, where's Laurel Junction? Hint, hint. It's in Laurel, Delaware. It's a big, huge acres and acres of bargains. There's people outside selling stuff. There's people inside selling stuff. There's a restaurant in here called Chef Fred's Cafe. Great food. But if you like a bargain, get up and come on down here. If you like to sell stuff, you want to get rid of stuff, if you own a business and you just want to meet people, you can rent 4 tables out here for the incredibly low price of $20 for all 4 for an entire day. And you just call Diane if you have any questions about renting space here at Laurel Junction. And Diane's number is 302-841-5864. 841-5864. Diane at Laurel Junction. If you want to start your own business, if you want to rent some space, if you want to sell something, give Diane a call right now. I heard the phone ring. I don't know if it's a takeout order or if it's Norman. Norman, is that you?
It's me.
Hey. You guys said you would wake him up. Wow. Hey, we just want to know a crazy question. On my Facebook page, it's popped up, Ellendale Station 75, 101 years old.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
We were planning our 100th anniversary last year, had big celebrations, parade, concerts, all kind of great stuff. And, of course, due to COVID, that was pushed off until October. Well, as we got closer to October last year, it was pushed back even more, our celebration, which then it was, hey, we want to have a big celebration, so we had to push it back a little bit more. So we're looking at something possibly this upcoming fall.
Okay.
To celebrate the 100th years. But what's really neat is our police department was officially started a year after the fire department. So it's our 101 year this year, but it's also now the police department, Ellendale PD, is in the 100th.
Really? Do you think Bruce remembers opening day of the police department?
I'm not sure if Bruce remembers. If so, I can guarantee he may have photos.
He might have
Maybe
photos.
Maybe
Sketches. Right. All right. So, wow. So the Ellendale Police Department are celebrating 100 years.
Yes, yes.
Wow. Isn't that amazing?
So if people would like to come by and get a keepsake, maybe a traffic violation, I'm sure they'll give those out if you go speeding through town.
Wow.
Stop signs.
Right. So a free gift.
Violation.
A free gift. Wow. So a keepsake, huh? No free keychains. Right. Just a speeding ticket, seatbelt violation, whatever. Oh, they do a good job there. Ellendale's a nice town. In other words, all right. Did we wake you? Were you sleeping?
No, I'm on my way to breakfast. I'm out of town.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm staying at a hotel.
Okay.
And the people that help make the reservations, of course, get hotels that have complimentary breakfast. Well, when we showed up for our complimentary breakfast, we got a bag with a frozen Jimmy Dean sandwich that you have to take back to your room and heat up. So we decided to go to IHOP. So we're on our way to IHOP.
To turn them in. I think if you turn them in at IHOP at IHOP, you get free napkins in exchange.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe time to take it in IHOP. See what they can do for me.
You look over in the corner, and there's a whole pile of them where everybody's came from the hotel. All right. Well, I'm sure Jimmy Dean appreciates it. All right.
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay. Well, other than that, we're going to say thanks for calling. Was this a toll-free call for you?
Well, you know the funny part was I had to dial it like twice because I had to keep putting 302 in.
Right.
To get to you, yeah. So.
Because you're not in the hood right now. You're out of town.
So you're right. So now I got to go through my contacts to see if I put the area code in the older contacts.
Yes.
And make sure I update all that with the 302.
Well, I'm 63, so I would be an older contact. Is that right?
Yeah. You'll be an older contact. I
Okay.
put it in my phone before I was putting area codes.
Three. All right. Well, go eat your breakfast, okay? And have a good time, and thanks for calling, okay?
Have a good tomorrow.
See ya. Bye. Bye. That's how radio works, okay? You put it out there. Somebody lets Norman know. Norman's out of town. He calls in. And the Ellendale Fire Department is celebrating their 101 years of serving our community. And the fire company, the fire department, there's Chuck calling in. So the fire department is, not the fire department, the police department is celebrating 100th anniversary. So I'm going to do a quick sponsor segment and talk about my accountant, which is George Luff and Associates. Very busy time of the year for accountants. Businesses were due, I think it was April 15th, and then individuals are due sometime in May. So anyway, if you need an accountant, if you are at the last minute, if you filed an extension and you don't know what to do next, or you need help in any way, personal or business, Luff and Associates is always looking for new clients, okay? They're conveniently located in Rehoboth. They have an office. They have one in Milford and one in Dover, so they can help you out no matter where you are. I'm going to give out one phone number in just a minute. That same phone number gets you to wherever you need to go. George Luff is the gentleman who started the business, and his son Tyler has now grown up and become a CPA. And there's a whole team of people there at Luff and Associates. I'm very happy with them. I've dealt with them for years, and they do a good job for me. So if you need some help with your accounting work, bookkeeping, whatever, they also help with payroll with their easy payroll system. You just give them a call at 302-422-9699. That's 422-9699. Luff, Luff, CPAs.com on the web. LuffCPAs.com on the web. And tell them Jim Weller sent you, okay? They'll help you out no matter what you need. If you need input, you need advice, or you just need them to do it all, they will help you any way they can, okay? I believe my next guest is on. We're going to be joined. We're going to actually Zoom. We're going to go right from Laurel Junction right up to Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville, and we are going to see Chuck Creighton. Chuck, are you there?
I am here, Jim. How you doing?
Real good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. And what is that behind you? Is that a new color of a trailer?
Yeah, this is something that just came in this week. It's really a beautiful trailer. It's a matte black finish with a blackout package, rock solid 6x12 that we just got in stock this week. It's even got you look at the finish on the fenders. It's a matte black finish on the fenders.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's really a beautiful
black
trailer.
wheels.
The trailer is more of my prop and my little bit I want to do this morning.
Okay.
I want to talk about first before we get into talking about trailers. I like this, if I could. I'd like to say happy birthday to my father. Today is his 81st birthday.
84 years. 81.
He's 81 today.
Wow.
If you see Bobby Creighton today, tell him happy birthday.
Bobby Creighton. Okay. And what would Bobby Creighton say about his son Chuck?
I'm sure he's a proud dad. He's a dad. He wants me to always do better.
Wow.
But, he's very proud. He had myself and my brother 2 sons, and he's very proud of us. I know he is.
Wow. Well, good job. Well, wish him happy birthday, everybody. All right. So what else are we going to talk about here, Chuck?
Well, when I talk about, like when you buy a trailer here at Weller's, what makes it special? What's special about Weller? So one of the things we do, and one thing I'm very proud of that we do, is we do a real full-blown prep on the trailer before you purchase it. Before we take it off our property, we give it a good once-over. So I just want to go over that process today. I have George here with us. George is here, and he's going to kind of walk through the prep real quick just to show us what we do. But the first thing we do, and George has done it now, if you look at the sheet, he's checked off the VIN number.
Okay.
We go to the sheet, we look at the trailer, record all 17 digits, then match it with the invoice to make sure first we got the right trailer, and just make sure there's no problems or anything like that. So we'll go through this check sheet. Check sheet's checking the lights, and we got a little tester here. You look at the trailer, he'll push a button, and all the lights come right on.
Really?
We can make sure everything works. Everything's 100%. So when you hook it up to your vehicle, when you pick up the trailer, and it doesn't work, we'll say, no, it's not the trailer, because we checked that out.
Right.
There's something wrong in your vehicle, and then we can make those adjustments at the time of purchase as well. I know yesterday George was underneath a man's truck fixing his lights while he was picking up the trailer.
Wow.
And make sure when he left here everything was working perfectly.
Because, you would presume everything is perfect because it's new, but we've learned from experience, even right down to the VIN number being the wrong sticker on the trailer, that it's best to check and then double check.
We check and double check, because everybody that's working on these things is a human being. So human beings make mistakes.
Yep, they do. So this trailer...
Sorry?
No, I was going to just say that trailer there's also got the black wheels, I noticed. So it's a real, true blackout package. George does a great...
Blackout package on it.
That's George. That's our shop man. He does a wonderful job in the shop.
George does a wonderful job.
He looks nervous.
He can repair anything you can tear up.
Yep, he looks nervous.
He's not real camera friendly this morning. He's had to have some coffee or something. I don't know.
All right. Well, we appreciate George. There's nobody like him. So,
yeah.
All right. So we checked the lights. What else did we do? What's that
also,
thing?
That is a torque wrench, and it's set at 92 foot-pounds. And I'll show you how George can use it. We check the lug nuts, every single lug nut on the trailer, to make sure they're at the proper torque.
Even though it's a brand new trailer.
Even though it's a brand new trailer. Now, the enclosed trailers all the time come with the wheels already attached to them, but sometimes the wheels aren't attached. So it's something that we do here ourselves. We'll put the wheels and tires. And you're using an impact wrench, and you just can't really gauge how tight that gets it. So to ensure that it's the proper torque right before it leaves our property, we
check everything. That's a good idea, because some of our people come 4 or 5 hours to buy a trailer. The last thing we want to do is get halfway home and the lug nuts be loose.
Right, and then we also tell them in their trip like that to make sure they check them themselves. But I see George here is checking for these bolts on the jack. Sometimes these don't come in, they put on real quick. We got to make sure they're all good and tight.
Wow, that's a good idea.
We check every little thing, and so we have a check sheet we go down. Because through the years, you get experience, you find out stuff that goes wrong, that the human beings make mistakes, like I said. So we just check and triple check everything.
So I would presume a big box store that sells trailers is not doing any of this.
No, they don't do that.
Because they don't have George.
They don't have George. They have some high school kid that's pulling the trailer up, hooking up to your car. They don't have anything like what we have here at Weller's, and you don't get a quarter of the service that you would get here at Weller's.
Well, so that's above and beyond the purchase. This is just a service that we feel obligated to do for our customers.
Yeah, we want our customers to be happy with their purchase. Mm-hmm. So we just make sure take all the risk out of anything going wrong with a brand new trailer.
Right.
Take the human element, kind of the stuff that people can forget to do or don't overlook. We got a sheet that we go right down, check it all the way through.
What was that?
We'll even go as far as on the back here, on the hinges on the door, there's grease fittings.
Oh, somebody wants
here on the back door.
There's grease fittings on the hinge?
On the hinges there, and we make, that's part of our prep. It's on our list to make sure there's grease in those hinges.
This is all stuff you must have thought of doing. This looks like a lot of time spent. Jim Weller wouldn't do this much stuff for free.
Well, you have to. These hinges, if you neglect these hinges, they'll freeze up, and then the door breaks off, and there's all kinds of problems.
Can we see in the trailer?
I'm sorry?
Can we see in the trailer?
Sure. Let me show you. Here's another thing we check is the keys. We make sure the keys latch up with the locks, make sure all the locks work properly.
I can relate to that. I've had people buy a trailer, get home, and the keys don't work.
Yep, we'll open and lock the door. Let's look inside this trailer, Mike. But we check that, make sure all the keys work, and then we give that right straight to the customer so he has it in his pocket. But this is the inside of the 6x12.
All right. Now, the ramp door's got a flap, that little flap thing. Does that come standard?
Yeah, well, that's standard on the rock solid trailers.
Okay.
this model is. This is a rock solid. When you float that ramp door down, that flap folds over for a smooth transition from the ground.
Go back down to the floor for a minute. This trailer.
Go down to the floor there.
Okay, that V-nose adds extra storage space.
Right. If you see that line there at the very front, that line is a 12-foot line. That V-nose goes a good 15 inches inside the trailer for extra space.
Now, not all brands do it that way. Some people cut into the 12-foot with the V.
Yeah, some trailers, I've seen them out there, when they say it's a 12-foot trailer, you measure the floor, it's 11.9.
Okay. Okay.
Some of them aren't even full 12 foot, but this rock solid right here is it's 13, almost 13 and a half foot from their back door to
inside,
the,
usable
the very
space.
point of the V.
Isn't it taller than a normal trailer?
This one here is 6'3", which is their standard height, but it's 3 inches taller than the average trailer. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. And that's a nicer side door. It has a deadbolt on it.
It's got a deadbolt and a flush lock that can be locked. A lot of people convert these over to like little camping trailers. With this door, you can get in and out because it's got a latch from the inside that opens from the inside, and you can lock it from the inside. So
That's a
nobody
good
can lock
idea.
you in the trailer.
So we check the keys. What else do we do?
We check the keys. If the trailer had a roof vent, we check that and make sure it works. This one does not have a roof vent; it has sidewall vents, which keeps the roof free from any leak possibilities.
Right, because it's got
we'll go through.
no holes in the roof.
Yeah, the sun does terrible things to those roof vents.
Yep.
And it cracks and they leak. And we'll check it when we hook it to the customer's vehicle. We'll make sure he's got the right size ball.
Yeah, good idea.
We hook it up and we check to make sure the lights work with his vehicle too, like we said earlier. And if we have to, we can make a quick repair and get his lights working.
All right. Well, I'm going to thank you. Are you guys going to be open today?
It's going to be open all day, 8 to 2.
All right. And
I have a big busy day.
Give me a number.
8 to 2.
Give me a number.
Call at 302-337-8228. 302-337-8228. Give me a call. I'll be here all day long.
Okay. Give me a number of how many trailers we're going to sell.
What we're going to sell today.
Make a commitment.
I think we can do 25. Let's say 25 would be the number.
All right.
I'm disappointed if we don't do 25.
Okay. And you're going to stop at Vanderwin's? Huh?
I'm sorry?
I say, and you'll stop at Vanderwin's and just console yourself with ice cream if you don't sell 25.
That's right. I'll give you a big old scoop of Vanderwin's ice cream. I'll be set.
Chuck, anything else you want to say?
Nope. Just come on in and see us today. We have our full staff on ready to go. Jimmy, Rosa, Mike, and myself. We're here to help you. George here in the shop. If you need a quick repair, we can take care of you there. Just come in and see us, and we'll be happy to make you a satisfied customer here at Weller's.
Has anybody called out sick yet?
Not yet, but I haven't got them to the computer to see, but I think everybody's here.
Okay.
I see people still coming. I think Jimmy's here now. George and Steve from outside guys are here. I see Casey pulling in right now.
How many
Rosa
people
should be here any second.
How many people work there? How many people you got working there?
8, 9, 10, something like that. I can't keep track. It changes a little bit every now and then.
All right. Well, happy birthday to your father, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you. I'll tell him. And if you see Bobby Creighton today, tell him happy 81st birthday.
All right. See you, Chuck. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. See you later.
Bye-bye. Bye. That was pretty good. I tend to forget all the little things we do that other competitors don't do. And that little checklist and checking everything over, why do we check the lug nuts? Because we don't know that the night before somebody didn't try to steal one of them or something like that. You know, you just never know. And it's a good point because once you hook up and you get going 50, 60 miles an hour, you don't want no trouble. You want to just truck right on. Hey, listen, I want to brag on one of my sponsors, which is Mid-South Audio, our friends Kevin and Debbie Short and Mark Johnson down there running the store and helping out with Team Mid-South Audio. They have all kinds of things. So if you own a business and you've started Zooming or your organization is streaming a church service or a meeting or whatever, you need any kind of help, audio, video, whatever you may need, Mid-South Audio can hook you up. You can learn a lot about them just at midsouthaudio.com, but you can learn a whole lot more 6 days a week. Their store is open. It's right down in Milton, right next to the post office, across from the firewood. It is Mid-South Audio's superstore right there in Milton, Delaware, and a state-of-the-art worldwide experience as far as a recording studio, too. So whether you need something for your band or your business, your church, or your organization, check out Mid-South Audio at 302-856 6993 or midsouthaudio.com. Now listen, we're sitting inside Laurel Junction and we're having a good time. We've got Vanderwin's gift cards. We're going to be giving them away after 9:30, so we don't want you to miss that. Vanderwin's Ice Cream is a good sponsor of the show, and we've got some gift cards to give away. We got $25 shopping sprees at Weller's to give away. We got a lot we're going to do, and we're going to do it about 9:30 this morning. So we stop on the radio at 9. So at 9, you got to just switch over to TV Delmarva or Weller Does Delmarva on the Facebook, or Weller Does Delmarva on the YouTube, or wherever. But Vanderwin's Farm Creamery is a good sponsor of the show, and we thank them very much for their support. We're going to give away some gift cards in a few minutes. And another good sponsor that we love talking about is my insurance agent, L&W Insurance Agency. They take good care of me. They sponsor the show, and I've dealt with them for homeowners insurance, renting insurance, billboard insurance, media insurance, automobiles, liability, workers' comp, and health care, everything. So I like them. I like dealing with them. It's kind of like, you could pick up the phone and dial 1-800, or you could buy insurance online, but that's not the real thing. You want to talk to somebody. You want to explain what you got going on. You want to make sure that you're adequately insured. So many people are just so focused on the price, but then when they're not adequately insured, they're upset. That's where a real live agent makes a difference. So if you want to talk to L&W, you could talk to them on the phone. You could talk to them in person. They're locally owned and operated. They've been in business over 80 years in our community. And their phone number is, are you ready? It starts with 302, of course, 856 7828 302-856-7828. If you want to experience the L&W experience, it's like nobody else has to offer. They represent more than one brand of insurance, which is very important because they can shop those brands and get you the most competitive bid for your insurance. L&W Insurance, lwinsurance.com on the web. Very, very active on Facebook. Got some really good things going on all week long on Facebook. So if you would take a moment and like their Facebook page, I'd appreciate it. And if you'd like my Facebook page for Weller Does Delmarva and Weller's Utility Trailers, I would appreciate that also. So we're sitting here. We're inside Laurel Junction. We're having a good time. We've got different things going on. I do have some billboard space for rent on my billboard in Ellendale. It's an electronic billboard. So if you own a business and you want to advertise your business, I'd love to help you with the billboard. I'd love to help you with my show. I'd love to make you a combination package where you can be on the show and get some billboard advertising. I'd like to combo a deal for you. So if you want to talk about being on this show or advertising on the show or advertising on the billboard, just call me on my cell phone number or text me. It's 302-542-9157. 302-542-9157. They tell me Weller's is now officially open. So if you need a trailer, a shed, a carport, a swing set, a generator, we got them. We got them. We will hook you up. We will help you out. We'll try to get things as quick as we can. We do have a large selection of trailers. The $800 trailers, that's a brand new 5x8 landscaper. I think we have one, maybe two left. So if you want one of them, get in there. I only had like 54 when I bought them, and it was a couple weeks ago, and they've went away. We're trying to sell 25 trailers today. So that's a pretty healthy offer. So if you need a trailer, we'd like to work with you on that. Greenwood Barbecue Chicken. Do not forget, the chicken barbecue is open today, and they sell out every Saturday, Sunday. They're open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It is great barbecue chicken. If you haven't had any for a while, I haven't had any since last weekend. That's a long time for me with no barbecue chicken, but they're only open on the weekends. So anyway, check that out in Greenwood. And $8 for a platter. You can get a half chicken, or you can get a what's it called? Leg quarters. So it comes with some a bag of chips. It comes with a roll. It comes with some pickles, and in a nice little container. And you're on your way for $8. The Greenwood Barbecue Chicken is my go-to place for barbecue chicken. All right. Now, what else is going on? A lot's going on. But at 9:30 today, we're going to have some fun. We're going to break out the prize wheel. And it's just a big wheel. We spin it. I might just snag somebody out of the audience to help me with that. And we're going to write down the the winners. So how it's going to work is you're going to call in, and you're going to stay right on the line when we do this. This is at 9:30. You're going to pick a number on the wheel, and we're going to spin it. And if it lands on that number, you're the winner, okay? If it doesn't land on that number, you're going to get 2 gift cards to Vanderwins just for playing along, okay? So stay tuned for that at 9:30. What time? 9:30 this morning. I hear the music. We are taking a break from the radio right now. Switch over to tvdelmarva.com or Weller Does Delmarva on the YouTube, okay? All right, what in the world is next? Yes, I have fallen behind. I can't believe it. Okay. Ooh, yeah, I forgot all about that.
You're offering to buy my breakfast? Is that
No,
what I just
I'm
heard?
offering to buy everybody's breakfast.
Everybody.
Next Saturday. So,
Everybody?
yep. Okay. So I got Jim, Linda,
Colin.
Yep,
One
Steve.
L. One L.
Chris. Okay, Colin, you start talking.
Oh, okay.
And Bob, I'm
Thank
writing
you,
all these
Jim.
names down.
I hope you keep talking while I'm talking, too.
Okay.
That'll help me out a little bit.
All right.
TV Delmarva. Well, actually, TV Delmarva, we'll talk about it a little bit later. But coming up after the 9 o'clock hour in that segment, I'm going to talk a little bit about something else. I got a public apology I need to make.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Did you see that on Facebook?
I did. I got mixed emotions. So,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I've looked at it a little different, and then I looked at it the other way, and then I looked at it a little different again, and I'm like,
Yeah.
phew. The only thing that's missing is just common sense. That's all.
That's exactly it. So
It's sad.
Yeah,
you know?
I'll preview it a little bit here. I
Right.
got a little bit of time. So my 3rd grader was written up on the school bus for eating a lollipop with his mask off.
Right. And
And-
so I guess, I mean, in all honesty, I mean, some people said the bus driver gets in trouble if he eats a lollipop without a mask, but I don't know how you eat a lollipop with a mask.
Well,
that's where
actually,
I'm
his
struggling.
exact wordings were that bus driver's job is on the line.
Right, so-
if a kid doesn't have a mask on, and I said, "Oh my gosh, this bus
Right.
driver was fired." He said, "No, he wasn't fired."
Right.
Well, wait a minute.
Right. But it's,
So you're saying you can show discretion in this case?
I don't know if they're allowed to. I mean, somebody
did.
showed discretion for him, right?
Exactly.
But I know this business in
And
Milford.
this is common sense.
Right. I know this business in Milford
Uh-huh.
that got fined because their customers weren't wearing a mask.
Oh, right.
In other words, and so
no, I agree with that. Now,
so you've got a bus driver, same thing. He might not get fined, but he could lose his. I think who gets fined, honestly, is the man that owns the bus.
possibly, but
Right.
but a 3rd grader, this is what you, in my opinion, this is
Right.
what you do.
Right.
You go back, you take the lollipop from him, and you say, "Put your mask on." You know you're supposed to have your mask on.
Right.
And it's done.
Right. Just
You don't
pull
need to.
over.
You don't need to do all this paper trail and all this stuff. I mean, because that is real. That will stay with his
Right.
record. Now,
Right.
it probably will never affect his record or anything,
Right.
but that will stay with him through his senior year
Absolutely.
in school.
Well, what if 2 years later he gets caught eating a lollipop on the bus without a mask?
No, he's a habitual offender.
Well, I'm not kidding you.
I know.
I'm not kidding you. You know,
I
in other
know,
words, and everything's got cameras. I did have somebody offer a suggestion for you.
Well, I thought if I had a lot of time, I could make a really big deal out of this and want a full investigation, and I want to see the video, and I want to interview the bus driver, and I mean, I could make a really big deal out of it, but it's not worth making a big deal.
Or
It's,
you could join the school board and make a difference.
I could,
Somebody told
Yeah.
me that the school board needs people like Colin
right,
that are
but-
educated, that have common sense, not a PhD, not a doctorate, but common sense.
right, and I agree with that, and
So
I believe that is 100% for somebody just like somebody not like me.
Okay, but you got to make a difference.
Well, I can, but you don't have to be on the school board to make a difference. There's only 5 or 6 positions on the school board.
Well, that's true.
I mean,
true.
you know, not everybody can be the president of the United States or on the school board. You know, everybody has a different life. Doesn't mean I don't have an opinion and that my say doesn't. I
Right.
elected somebody to represent
So
me.
I want to ask you, though, truthfully.
Yeah.
Do you feel sorry for the school bus driver that was put in this position? Do you who do you
No,
feel
I feel-
could done better or different?
I feel that it was an absolute waste of everybody's time involved.
Okay.
That's what I feel like. That is just, I mean, unbelievably petty.
Because he had to stop the bus to do all this.
Well, I don't know that he stopped the bus, but I mean, somebody wrote all this stuff up. They took the time to call. They took the time to write all this up, and it's just no common sense, in my opinion, that they did all this.
Right.
And I'm not mad.
But I will tell you, in other words, I don't think anybody's claiming to have used common sense.
Well,
okay, I mean, you're insinuating that they thought to use common sense.
Oh no, I'm not insinuating that they even attempted to use common sense.
My experience in business, you know this in business.
Yeah.
We don't run our businesses. We are governed by insurance companies, people selling us, making us buy permits. Like, I don't run Wellers. I have to ask other people what I'm allowed to do constantly. And they're all learned people.
Yeah.
I'm not a learned person. So it's hard for me to communicate with the learned people. So, and I'm serious. I think the more you learn, the further you get from common sense.
I can agree with that to a point.
I mean, if you take a hammer and you smash your finger, you should expect it to hurt. You don't need warning labels and stickers on the handle and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right.
I agree. But anyway, that's, just kind of a little thing that
I got it. But I get it all the time in my...
And I actually had more fun with it than anything.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It was more fun. But
I feel bad for all parties involved because none of us know which way to turn.
Yeah.
You really just want to be turned loose.
I know which way to turn.
Okay, well...
They obviously don't.
They obviously don't.
All right.
More. I think Colin's going to tell the whole story in his next segment. That one there was just a little, that was a teaser, But I'm just saying, in my little world, I am constantly led and governed and I won't say bullied, but, in other words, Jim Weller has no say in what happens at Weller's. And anybody that owns a business already knows that. We are governed by so many other things. But anyway, what's going on today? What is going on today? So that was a teaser for Colin's next segment. All right, so it's going to get heated here in a minute. All right, Easy Clean Power Wash. In other words, Mike could sit down. Is that Mike Lowe? Yep. I think is there two of you today? Okay, just checking. I thought I saw that on the menu. Two people. So anyway, hey, Jim Weller here, and this is a sponsor segment. Mike Schaefer's. He says, Jim, you would not believe the response I've had to advertising on your show. And I said, Mike, I would absolutely believe it. People need power washing. So, if you need your deck power washed or your house, or you got that green stuff all over, in other words, a certain end of your house, or you got a deck or a sidewalk or a piece of equipment or whatever, you got something you want it power washed, I just want to let you know that Easy Clean Power Wash can help you out, okay? Estimates are free. He's a local guy. He's been doing it a long time. He's an owner-operator, and he's a good guy. So if you need something power washed, I'm telling you, you give him a call, get on his schedule. He's plenty busy, but he will take care of you. Oh, it's picture time again. So anyway, we take these pictures every morning. We take thousands of them. And I don't know what we're ever going to do with them, but we're prepared if the post office ever needs them for the top 10 most wanted or something like that. So anyway, Mike Schaefer's Easy Clean Power Wash. People say, Jim, I don't know how you transition from Easy Clean Power Wash to talking about pictures back to Easy, because I'm talented in that, okay? I never stop talking. But anyway, how do you get a hold of Mike Schaefer's? You call him on the telephone. If you need something power washed, you let him know. It's 302-831. No, it's not. It's 302-381. Got to dial it in that order. 302-381-8305. That's 381-8305. Easy Clean Power Washing. Mike Schaefer's. He'll do a good job for you. If you need something done, big job, little job, get on the schedule. He's a busy man. Give him a call. And it's Easy Clean, like easycleanmd.com. And like his Facebook page, Easy Clean Power Washing on the Facebook. All right, here we go. Our next segment is coming up. Going to brag on one more sponsor, Josh McNeil. People say, Jim, I need some blacktop work done. Josh McNeil can help you. I've got a blacktop driveway and there's some cracks and the grass is growing through it. And I want them cracks sealed up, and then I want a nice seal coating put on the whole thing. he can do that. I got a driveway that has no blacktop, and I got a whole bunch of potholes, and I need that all leveled off, and I just want some stone put down or some crushed concrete or blacktop millings. He can help you with that. So whatever you need done pertaining to your driveway, your parking lot, Josh McNeil can help you out. Estimates are free. He's licensed. He's insured. He's got a third generation working with him. I think Josh is the second, and his sons are the third. Been around over 60 years serving our community, and estimates are free. He works in Kent and Sussex County, parts of Maryland, and parts of Virginia. So give him a call. I just had somebody I recommended to him, and he just did the job this week. Looks beautiful. Turned out great. So whether you need some maintenance or repairs, whether you need some blacktop work, millings, crushed concrete, or just some stone in your driveway, he can help you out. Now, what's the phone number? It starts with 302-945-7131. 302-945-7131. Now, the next 5 minutes are going to be devoted to Safe Kids Delaware, okay? And I think we have a young man with us that wants to speak. I don't know if he wants to sing or just talk. But anyway, so Mike Lowe is here. So good morning, everybody, and introduce yourselves and take it away.
Good morning, Jim.
Hey, how we doing?
Doing well. My name is Mike Lowe. I'm with the Delaware State Fire School.
Okay.
And also we represent Safe Kids Delaware.
Safe Kids Delaware.
Safe Kids Delaware, we have a coalition in each county. And Safe Kids is made up of like-minded agencies whose primary goal is to use our volunteers to reduce childhood injuries within the state of Delaware. We were established in 1989. That's our goal, is to keep children safe. And the results tell us that since 1987, childhood injuries and deaths are down 43% nationwide.
Wow.
So.
Wow. What would you attribute that to? Just good training, good awareness?
Awareness and training is the big thing. And as we say, no one intends to have an accident. It's
Correct.
just that split second of not thinking that causes a problem.
All
and
right.
I'm very happy to have with me today Kari Glanden from DelDOT. She is one of our partners, and she has a few things to speak about.
Okay. It's Kari, correct?
Yes, and this is my son, Cameron.
Cameron, how you doing, buddy? I have a question for Cameron right off the bat. Is that notes? Have you got notes there?
Just one.
Just one? I have a question, though, Cameron. Hold it. Was it Cameron? Did I say it right? Okay. Do you like ice cream? Do you have any brothers or sisters?
I'm getting ready to get another sister.
Okay.
And I have two brothers.
So how many?
I have a big brother down here, and at my dad's, I'm getting a baby sister because I have a baby brother.
That's a lot of people. So does any of them like ice cream?
Me and my brother, my two brothers, and I think the baby might.
Well, here, just before I forget, I want to give him a half a dozen Vanderwin's gift cards. Is that all right? That was a lot of kids there. 5, 6. You're
Thank you,
welcome.
sir.
Do you like ice cream yourself?
Yes.
Did you think I was going to ask these kind of questions?
No.
All right. I just want him to relax a little bit. All right.
Thank you.
Okay. So what is next on the agenda here?
So Cameron and I are going to talk about bicycle safety.
Okay.
Because he has just come off of his training wheels.
Oh,
so we are teaching
okay.
him to ride safely along with his brother.
Okay.
We
Wear a
live near
helmet.
The Junction Breakwater Trail.
Oh.
Wolf Neck Road.
Okay.
Okay, Cameron, can you tell us what are the few things that you do before you get on your bicycle?
The ABC bike check.
Okay. What does that mean?
So the A is for air in the tires, to check your air.
Good idea.
B is to make sure your brakes work. And C is to make sure your chain is on straight, or you could get hurt and wreck.
Absolutely.
And then put on helmet. Make sure straps are secure, not loose. Turn front white light and rear red light.
On. Okay.
All right. So
Now,
then,
does he do all that?
do you do all that?
Yes.
All the time.
Just for like the last 2 days.
Okay, well, that's pretty good. Last 48 hours. Good. So what's it like riding a bike now without training wheels? Are you nervous?
No, it's just that I've been riding my bike without training wheels for a few, months. So,
Okay.
and since I've been going on the smooth concrete they just put down because the other road is getting ready to break, so
Okay.
they made a new one. So now it's smooth and I don't hear that noise.
Okay. You like that?
It's a lot better to ride on.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, very good. Because the other one was about to break. Well, good.
Would you
All
like
right.
to talk about when you walk on the road?
We walk so we ride our bikes the way the cars go. So the little circles, if it's daytime, the sun's gonna shine on it and tell the driver, or if it's dark, their lights are gonna be on and then it's gonna
See
bounce
the
off.
reflective.
Right. They could see you. Well, very good. Wow. How much did you pay him to come on the show? He's doing real good.
You
Ice
did
cream. Ice cream. All right. So what else? What is Del Dot's involvement with this?
So
In other words,
we track the pedestrian and bicycle accidents.
okay. Okay.
With our traffic safety section, and one of our main things is to cut down on our bicycle and pedestrian crashes because there are a lot of them in Sussex County.
Aren't more and more people riding bikes?
They are.
I mean, it seems to be really catching on, not just, I think, for exercise and just in general. I mean,
Yes, which
I
is
think
great.
bike riding has increased tremendously.
It has. What has not increased is the bicycle education for
Correct.
safety.
Right.
So we do want to try and get the word out, how to safely ride, make sure that you are riding with traffic and stopping at stop signs, signals, and using crosswalks.
But you're talking of educating the rider. Also,
Yes.
drivers of cars need to be
Right.
educated
They need
too.
to make sure that when they are crossing that they are getting eye contact with the driver.
Yes.
So that
They know they're driving.
you're being seen.
Right. Don't presume.
Yes. Do not
Don't presume. All right. Was there any other points you wanted to make or anything else you had? Or
If anyone would be willing to help us out and help us with Safe Kids Delaware, please contact us. You can contact us by contacting the Delaware State Fire School, the 302-739-4773. Volunteers are always welcome, and hopefully as we come out of COVID, we're planning some what we hope will be some very successful events for the rest of 2021.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Does one volunteer get paid any different than another volunteer?
No, sir.
Sir.
So it's all the same pay for volunteers.
All the
is.
same pay. It's
It's-
a good feeling that
it's
you
a-
helped your community and the future of our country.
Make a difference. All right. So, have you ever been on a show like this before? No. Would you come back sometime?
Maybe.
Maybe. All right. What did you like about this show?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Do you know you're on TV? Okay. Radio.
Right there.
That's it right there, but it goes a little further than right there. So anyway, I'm going to thank you all. Did you have anything else? I just want to make sure you get
No.
get everything
Once
covered.
again, we thank Mr. Weller for being a gracious host
A heck of a guy.
and also helping us get the word out there about our initiatives. That's very, very important.
Thank you very much for
And
having
we
me.
All right,
appreciate
no
his
problem.
assistance.
Okay, I want everybody to keep that in mind, especially Del Dot, all right? All right,
you.
so I'm going to give you 2 gift cards here and 2 for her, okay?
Thank you.
All right, I'll see y'all later.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye. All right, I'll see you. Okay, what is next? What is next? We're sitting here inside Laurel Junction, and that was a pretty good little segment there. And Chef Fred's is cooking up food. If you want some breakfast, lunch, or dinner, whatever you may want, no problem there. And Dry Zone is another great sponsor of the show. We want to say thanks a lot to Team Dry Zone. I believe they just bought another trailer yesterday. So I say thank you very much, Bill and Heather Anderson, for your support of this show, for your friendship, and more importantly, for the great business you run in Dry Zone. So if you have a crawl space that needs encapsulating, there's nobody that does it like Dry Zone. If you have some structural problems with your house, they can help you with that. If you've uncovered the pool and you notice the concrete all around your pool, pool has some ups and down spots and it didn't fix itself through the winter, they can help you with their poly level service. There's so much that Dry Zone can do. You can learn about it at dryzone.com. They have a full-blown electrical division also. They're always looking to hire new Team Dry Zone members. So if you're looking for a career change, you want a job that works you 52 weeks a year, rain or shine, Dry Zone does that. So good local company. They do lots of different things. They do it like nobody else, and they're very professional. Their prices are good. They're licensed. They're insured, and they know what they're doing. So who do you call? Dry Zone. What is the number? 684-5034. Now that's 302-684-5034. 684-5034, dryzone.com. Tell them I sent you. I am assuring you, you will enjoy your experience with them. They do definitely know what they're doing, and they stand behind what they do. I mentioned that if you want to rent a table outside here, you get 4 tables for one money, $20. You get 4 tables for the day, so you can rent them for a Saturday or a Sunday, 1 day, 2 days, whatever you want to do, and you can clean out the garage and sell all your stuff. That's at Laurel Junction right here in Laurel, Delaware. Also, if you have any questions, if you want to have a storefront or a store inside the junction, all kinds of things exist here. If you've been wanting to start a business and you want a place to do it, they've got thousands of people come here through the weekend. And anyway, it's called Laurel Junction, okay? And that is where Chef Fred's Cafe is, right in the middle of Laurel Junction. So who do you call? You call Diane. And what's Diane's number? You ready? This is Diane's number for Laurel Junction. Any questions whatsoever? 302-841-5864. You dial it in that order. It's 302-841-5864 and say, hey, Diane, what's the deal? I've always wanted to start a business. I need to rent some space. I want to set up. I want to clean out my garage, get rid of my stuff, whatever you want to do. Next week's show is show number 400. We always have advertising opportunities on the show. If you ever want to join me, come on down. No, don't come on down. Don't do it that way. If you ever want to be on the show, you need to schedule it ahead of time. Don't just come on down. In other words, but I do have rooms sometimes for somebody to get on the show. But we're scheduled into maybe July and August right this minute. So we do schedule out there pretty good. But it's Weller Does Delmarva. It's a weekly show. And you say, well, what's the deal? Do you work for the radio station? I don't work for anybody, okay? I work for you, my audience. That's who I work for, all right? So anyway, I buy this time, and then we remarket it. So we have people that pay to be on the show and so on, advertisers and things like that. We have a lot of nonprofits that we don't charge. So anyway, we do this show live at Laurel Junction. It's live on TV Delmarva. It's live on your Roku device, your Amazon Fire Stick. It's live on YouTube. It's live on about 7 different Facebook pages, and it's live right inside here at Laurel Junction. What my advertisers love about this show is they get more than one ad. So in other words, our show may be viewed as much as 1,000 more times after it's over. So if you buy an ad traditionally on TV or radio or whatever, it's ran one time and that's all there is to it. If you buy an ad on this show, it is recorded and it is played over and over, and many, many more ads than just one. So if you ever want to advertise, I'm your guy. I'd love to help you. Now, let's speak of an advertiser. This is Wilson's Auction. This is Wilson's Auction. This is a sponsor segment. Dave Wilson is the owner, operator of Wilson's Auction in Lincoln, been in business over 40 years. They have a huge auction every Saturday on Route 113 in Lincoln City, Delaware, okay? So you can go there during the day. If you want to make some new friends, go to an auction. If you want to spend some money, go to an auction. Just hold your hand up, have a good time. If you want to teach your kids or your grandkids how to think and talk and move their hands, go to an auction, okay? It's a great way. It's a great learning experience. I used to go and buy stuff all the time, and I've lightened up just a little bit, but I always enjoy a good auction. So if you're looking to go to an auction, you want to spend some money, you're tired of being cooped up, and nothing gets you feeling good like spending money. I love it, okay? So anyway, I'm just letting you know Wilson's Auction is open today at 10 o'clock on Route 113 in Lincoln. The auction goes all day and into the evening, but today also, this is a today-only offer over in Hebron, Maryland. In Hebron, Maryland, there is another auction today at 10 o'clock being put on by Wilson's Auction, and they've got a 64 Corvair. Anybody remember when they had a car called a Corvair? It's kind of a neat little car. The motor was in the rear. I don't think you could get air conditioning. I'm not sure. But anyway, it was a neat little, weird, little, strange, little, odd little car. So you can buy a 1964 Corvair today, and you can set the price because it's an auction, okay? So they got a dune buggy, they got antiques, they got collectibles, they got furniture, shop equipment, tools, lawn and garden, building supplies, and more. They even have a forklift, okay? So that's today. Where? Hebron, Maryland. When is it? Today. When will it be over? Today. So this is a today only offer. It's this simple. Go to wilsonsauction.com, figure out where this place is. Hebron, Maryland sounds like it's just over that way. So anyway, and check it out because that's today only. Tuesday nights at 6 o'clock, Wilson's Auction has an auto auction where you can buy and sell like the dealers do. So you can learn more at wilsonsauction.com on the web. Now, what else is going on? I got more guests going to be on. Lots of things happening. We're going to break out the prize wheel at 9:30. We're going to give away free breakfast. So next Saturday is my 400th show. What does that mean? That means 400 times we've done this show and we've never, ever missed a Saturday. There's been some blizzards where we had to do it at a different place, but we never, ever missed a Saturday. And I just want to let you know we're going to buy your breakfast to the first 100 people that want to join me next Saturday here live at Laurel Junction. How do you get on that list? You got to call me at 422-7336 and say, hey, my name is John Doe. I'll be accompanied by Betty Doe. And my cousin is Pillsbury Doe. But anyway, I'm just saying, if you want free breakfast next Saturday, the first 100 people that call me now at 422-7336 get free breakfast next Saturday. No gift cards. Right off the bat, people are saying, can I get a free breakfast for $4.99 and get a couple $100 worth of gift cards? No, I'm not buying you gift cards, but I will buy your breakfast next Saturday to celebrate our 400th show. What? And it's only good for next Saturday. My legal team has made that clear. It's only good for next Saturday. We're hoping nobody calls, but you can call. I've already got how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 people already that are going to join us next Saturday for our 400th show. I can't even believe we did the show. I can't even believe this show kept my interest that long, to be quite frank with you, okay? Because I'm the type of guy, like one day I could be thinking about buying a radio station, and about 3 days later, I'm not interested, and then I get interested again on the 4th day or the 5th day, and it's a mess. So anyway, I got a new vehicle sitting at IG Burton's, and I just haven't even got around to getting it. And I've been so excited about it, and I just haven't got there. So I lose interest fast. You got to get me while I'm hot. So anyway, we got a lot of different guests coming on. The show sticks with you today. We got the bonus hour. We're here till 10 o'clock this morning. This is the last Saturday we're going to be here till 10 o'clock because I'm missing too much Little League and ball games with my grandkids, so I can't do it no longer. So next Saturday, the show will end at 9, and we're going to continue on that way. I've just got too much to do. I got to get out of here, okay? So with that said, it's Weller Does Delmarva. Pick up the phone. If you can join us next Saturday here in person, we'll buy your breakfast, okay? 422-7336. We want to get your name on the list so we know that you're coming, okay? We're going to go out in the parking lot. We're going to straighten up all the stones. It's going to look really, really nice when you get here, and that's as long as we remember and feel like doing it. So anyway, what is going on? Now I'm getting text messages. Now. Yes, Jack, we will rent a party bus to come pick you up if you want. In fact, Colin Walls knows the perfect bus driver to drive that bus. So anyway, it's a whole, and no, Jack, if we pick you up on the bus, no eating lollipops without your mask. You can eat them with your mask, but not without your mask, okay? So anyway, we're just letting you know. Next week's the 400th show. No big deal, but I can't believe I've stuck with this 400 times, okay? I think I got about 3 more years on my contract. I think I want to go to 10 years, and then we'll be about done. So we're almost at the 8-year mark, all right? And sooner or later, I'll get good at doing this show, all right? People say, man, I can't believe the radio station even lets you on the air acting the way you act. Here's the thing. You guys on the radio, you can't see how often I'm moving my hands. You can't even see what I look like. So we're on the radio, we're on TV, we're on Facebook, we're on Roku, we're on Amazon Fire Stick, and we're on YouTube, and we're in person. So, yes, we are talking to at least a few people. We have a lot of fun. It's each and every week, and it's called Weller Does Delmarva. Now, if you're hungry, I told you about Chef Fred's. If you need your grass cut, let me tell you about this. I'm not going to start this commercial because we're going to take a break from the radio. At 8:30, we take a break from the radio. So if you're listening on the radio, right at 8:30, I need you to switch over to TV Delmarva on Channel 14 or tvdelmarva.com, or I need you to switch over to Weller Does Delmarva on the Facebook, okay? And there is no charge to watch this show. I know it sounds like something you think you should be paying for. There's no charge to listen to this show, no charge to watch this show. It is free, it is unrehearsed, and I was the lowest bidder, okay? So anyway, Weller Does Delmarva. I hear the music. We're taking a break from the radio, but we don't take a break from the TV. So switch over to TV right now. Okay, here we go. I'm beyond excited to continue this segment. We're going to turn this into a mini-series.
No, we're not talking about that again.
Oh, come on now.
I got to make some money
I've
on this
got an
one.
application for you to join the school board right here.
No, that is definitely not for me.
Okay.
I am not school board material.
They pay them all the same?
Or even any elected official. It's just not for
you.
Me. Nope.
All right.
Nope, not for me. Anyway.
What?
TV Delmarva. So we're going into this, the 9 to 10 o'clock hour.
Yes.
This
Today.
is our last week to do it.
Yeah.
Here on TV Delmarva. But I want people to know that slot is available
for you.
For you, yeah.
For
so
you.
If you're looking to
expand your business,
right? We actually talked. You and I talked about you doing some kind of segment maybe where you would bring trailers and kind of like what Chuck did there. I mean, that was a great segment.
That was pretty good.
There. So, if you have a business or an organization and you want to get more exposure and you're looking for about 28 and a half minutes.
Right.
Or even a full hour, not a full hour, it'd be about 57 minutes.
Right.
To
you
promote
can buy
your product.
Yes, you can have your own show.
Right.
It's really kind of cool, folks. So what I'm saying, it's a great opportunity to brand yourself, to brand, to get people to know you, whether you're a realtor, whether you're a contractor,
right.
No matter what you do, you could have your own show for little to no money. Not no money. No. Very affordable.
Yeah,
Let's use
Jim
that
is
word.
Underwriting all of it. So, but anyway, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about coming on and, for example, a car dealer would bring cars in, and they would have, 2 or 3
we just got this car traded in this week.
Right.
Let's highlight it. Boom, it's gone.
Exactly.
Okay.
Customer
testimonials.
Customer testimonials. Yeah, that's a good one. Or, if you have a shop, even a shop in here, you could kind of go through all the different things. I mean, most shops, you could definitely fill up 28 and a half minutes.
It goes quick.
And it does go very quick. So if you're interested in that, and it doesn't have to be the hour after Jim's show, we've got half-hour slots. These slots start at $50 a piece.
Wow, that's
a pretty good price.
Very affordable.
You can get a half hour,
right?
28 and a half minutes. So just get up with me directly on that 302-242-8015. I'll take a phone call after 10. But in the meantime, you can text me if you want to just text me and just say, hey, give me a call. Here's my name. Here's my number. We'll get back with you. 302-242-8015.
242-8015. If you want your own show, it's very affordable. Colin will help you through it and can connect all the dots and make it happen. So, it's a neat thing.
Yeah, and we're even talking to some churches, too, about doing a few things with that on Sunday morning. So if you have a church or, you're a part of an organization. Such as that, also those times are available too.
Even if you had a business and you wanted to do some how-to tutorials, but like I could see a boat dealer. I'd love to see a boat dealer on this show.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah, that would be good. And the proper way to handle your boat, or how to do this,
or even a bow dealer, like
bow and arrow. Yeah,
that would be
a gun dealer.
Right.
A gun dealer. In other words, good gun cleaning tips or gun safety tips. In other words,
shooting tips. Yeah, things like that. Yep.
So
we know a couple of these people too.
Yep, fitness instructors. In other words, people are out and getting walking and what's some proper stretches to do, and how to not hurt yourself and stuff like that. That's my fear of exercising. Is I don't want to.
That's been your.
I don't want to pull my groin
life,
muscle.
Right?
You know what I mean? In other words, I'm fearful of it.
We're going there, huh?
I've avoided it for years. In other words, and I'm afraid to lose my physique. In other words, if I start exercising, my body may change. So I've been avoiding it for years. All right. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, I don't. I'm scared where it's going to go. All right. I'll be back.
He'll be
leave
back.
you.
He's leaving me. All
I'm
right.
gonna leave you, if
We ain't
that's
had
okay.
many phone calls today. 422-7336. If you want to call, dial that number. We just want to hear from you. If you have anything worthwhile listening to, give me a call at 422-7336. All right? And people say, what does it mean when you say dial it in that order? Okay? Well, here's what it means. If you called anybody in Sussex County and were looking for me, they probably could give you my number, okay? But, not every business is that fortunate. In other words, so you dial it in that order. So when I give you somebody's phone number and I say dial it in that order, that's how it works best, like 302-337-8228. That's Weller's in Bridgeville. But if you don't know Weller's in Bridgeville's number, if you asked four people, just pick four people, go into Lowe's or a big box store or a little box store, and just say, what's Weller's phone number? I'm pretty sure out of four people, you'll probably find somebody that has my phone number, okay? I did say this is a joke one day, but do not do it. So this is just a joke. I said, if you're ever looking for me, dial 911 and get them to tell you where I'm at. And people did that. So don't ever do that again, okay? That was a joke, everybody, and they knew exactly where I was. So I'm just letting you know I'm pretty visible. People seem to know where I'm at all the time. I have literally been at restaurants where I'm eating food, and I'll do a post saying I'm here eating food. And I go to pay my bill, and somebody says, weren't you with me one time? And somebody said, somebody's already called the restaurant and paid your bill because they saw on Facebook that you were here. That was pretty cool. Remember, I used to do that all the time. I used to say, buy my lunch, and people did it. So it's just kind of neat living in Lower Delaware, okay? Lower, slower Delaware, and what a great place to reside. It is so popular, people are moving here to live here. So that's how some people get here. So anyway, it's a cool place to live. So with that said, I think we're going to be doing some more segments here in just a couple minutes. And don't forget, next Saturday is our 400th show. It sounds like a big number to me. I remember how much equipment when we started, and it just keeps escalating from there. And yes, thank you, Mid-South Audio, for all your help. All right, I hear the radio. We're coming back on the radio. I hear it. So here we go. What is going to happen next? It's Justin Savini Day here in just a minute. So we're going to be talking to Justin, and we have a lot of different guests lined up. So Justin, I guess it's okay with me if he sits down, if it's okay with you. I have a lady that helps me with the show, okay? And she's very authoritative. She likes everything in order, okay? And so we're going to take a picture, Justin. This is an iPad that never runs out of film. I'm supposed to quit talking while we take the picture. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But anyway, Tracy does do a good job behind the scenes, and she keeps everything straight. She does Facebook posts, and she makes sure nobody walks in front of the cameras. That used to be a lot of fun. We'd be doing this show, and all of a sudden somebody would come in to talk to me. And they would just walk right in front of me and stand right there just to have a chit-chat, in other words, and be oblivious to what was going on. I want to just do a segment real quick for Jerry's Lawn Care. You know what? Did I already do Jerry's segment? Does anybody know that answer? I don't want to do it twice because I don't want to overload Jerry, okay? So anyway, Jerry's Lawn Care is a sponsor segment of the show. Jerry Santoro. So many people know Jerry. Good local guy, family man. He's in the firewood business. He does lot clearing. Now, they go hand in hand. If you do lot clearing, where do you think you get the firewood from? From clearing lots. So if you need some good hardwood seasoned firewood, Jerry Santoro can hook you up, okay? He can deliver it, or you can pick it up. Another thing he's got a lot of is mulch. He's got this great big machine that you can drop things into, and it grinds it all up, and he makes his own mulch, okay? So anyway, you can get it there, or, I think it's like $15 a yard, and so many people think that means your entire yard is only $15. That's not what $15 a yard means. It means it's $15 for a yard of mulch, okay? I really need to break this down for everybody because this is Sussex County. But what I'm saying is, Jerry Santoro, he has an excavator. He can dig a footer, a foundation. He can dig a basement. He has a bucket truck. He can help you with all kinds of things there. If you got a cat up in the tree and you want to hire a bucket truck to come get it down, Jerry can help you out. I did tell her it's going to come down sooner or later, but nope, we had to get the bucket truck. But anyway, I'm just saying, if you got a cat in the tree, whatever you need, Whatever you need, Jerry Santoro can help you out. I got stories on top of stories. He does pavers. He does irrigation systems. Jerry's a good guy. Plus, he does landscaping. What's his name? Jerry. What's he like to be called? Jerry. It's Jerry's Lawn Care. Jerry Santoro. What's the phone number? Are you ready? 302-363-6025. That's 363-6025. JLC-LLC.com on the web. Now, my next sponsor segment is Justin Savini. This is Justin Savini Day all through Sussex County. Keep that in mind. And Justin, how you doing?
I'm doing awesome. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good.
I'm just happy Jerry got that cat out of the tree for you.
Listen, if you got a cat in the tree, this is a fact. It will come down sooner or later.
Yeah.
Okay?
For sure.
But if your wife wants it down sooner, you hire a bucket truck. So you do what you got to do to get that cat out of the tree. So Jerry Savini, Delmarva Christian Schools.
Justin Savini.
Yes, you're right. Jerry's brother. No, I'm just kidding. Justin Savini. Yeah. That was a test for him to make sure he knew his name.
Yeah, we got to figure
All right.
it out.
So what is going on with the Delmarva Christian Schools? I hear great things.
Yeah, I tell you, we're coming off of an incredible year.
Okay, COVID?
Yeah, which was just, we were one of the first schools to announce that we were going to go back in person.
You go.
So we've done this entire school year. Kudos to our staff, our teachers.
What a good group of people.
Man, they're incredible.
So you opened every day, 5 days a week?
We did, 5 days a week.
What a
all
bold
in
move.
Person. It was bold, and we covered it in a lot of prayer. But it went really, really well. We've had an incredible year. Our students are prepared and locked and loaded, and we're just seeing the fruit of that now.
Right.
And so what's pretty interesting is wrapping up a year like we've had. I think a lot of people have been watching and kind of seeing what's happening. And so we are having one of our best admission seasons, maybe the best that we've ever had.
Wow.
Almost 200 applicants already, and it's May 1st.
What grade now? Because it used to just be high school.
Yeah, so we actually have an early learning center all the way through 12th grade. So we take diapers to diploma.
Really?
Yep.
Wow, diapers to diploma.
Yeah, so 75 kids in our early learning center with a big waiting list there. Lots of babies around here these days.
Yes. People have been cooped up with COVID.
I guess, yeah.
That's where all these babies are coming from.
Must be.
Okay.
And then, we have our pre-K through 8th grade is at our Milton campus.
Okay,
Our early learning center there as well.
Yep.
So that's at Eagle's Nest.
Yep.
So we took over the operation of Eagles Nest School.
Yep, did a great job of it.
Ago, and so now Delmarva Christian Milton campus resides there, and then our high school is a standalone high school in Georgetown.
Yep, got a big gymnasium there.
Yeah, beautiful athletic and arts center, and so we're about 200 students at the high school.
Excellent.
And another 300, 350 at pre-K to 8, and then 75 little ones in the early learning center. So it's quite the operation.
I would say, yeah. Got a good team of people. The teachers care.
Phenomenal.
I mean, this is not your average school. This is different.
It's not, and I think one of the pieces that's incredible is not only do we have these caring, strong core values, biblical worldview educators, but they're excellent too.
Right.
The percentage of individuals that have master's degrees, we have a couple of, doctorates that are on staff as teachers. And so, obviously our core purpose is excellent Christian education.
Yes.
We don't look past that word excellent.
Right.
So everything that we do, we're focused on how do we be the best? How do we provide?
But that turns out good students. That turns out good athletes. That turns out good employees.
Yeah.
The whole next generation of people serving our community, is being guided and molded by people that care.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not just a job to them.
Not at all. Not at all. It's a mission.
It's a passion. Yeah, a mission.
It's a mission.
Yep.
And so it's really neat to see that unfolding.
Mm-hmm.
With the demand that we have for next year, we actually were able to acquire a little bit more space actually at our Milton campus. So had over 60 kids on a waiting list like 2 weeks ago.
And you got more room.
Yeah, we were able to find 8 more classrooms.
Excellent.
So now we've got openings at a couple of key grade levels. So if there's anybody out there in TV or radio land that is, kind of looking for what you're going to do education-wise next year,
right. Right. If you want to deal with a school that knows what they're doing, compared to all this vagueness.
I didn't say it.
But I'm just saying it's a reality. Do you want vagueness? We're not sure. We're experimenting with your kids. We might do this. We might do that. Or do you want to deal somewhere that says we have a plan, we have a path. We're not driven by fear.
Yeah.
we're driven by faith.
Right, and we've got a year under our belt now.
Right, that worked.
Yeah, exactly.
That worked.
And so we've learned a lot. We learned some to-dos, some not to-dos.
Right.
And so we're walking into next year with a lot of confidence.
Mm-hmm.
With almost 200 brand new students that are going to be entering our buildings next year. And
Good
so it's
job.
exciting. It's a really exciting time for us.
How does somebody learn about the school? Like, is there a website?
Yes. So delmarvachristian.org.
delmarvachristian.org, okay.
That's where you'll want to go. We're also on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram at Delmarva Christian. But delmarvachristian.org, we've got a virtual admissions center there. So you can literally fill out information. You can get a phone call, a virtual tour.
Okay.
There's a lot of different pieces that we're doing, obviously, that are COVID friendly, so that you can learn everything that you need to know about Delmarva Christian schools.
Wonderful. All right. Well, I'm going to thank you for being on.
Hey, look at that. We're at zero
We're
already.
at zero.
Man.
Did it go quick or not
It
quick?
went really quick.
Okay, I just wondered what you thought. In other words, so anyway, it's a good school, folks. In other words, my son Jimmy graduated from there.
I graduated
you
with
graduated.
Jimmy.
Did you really? Wow,
Yeah,
that's right.
same
You
year.
did.
Yeah.
Wow.
With
So,
remember we shaved our heads? That was a
I remember.
That
was like the
terrible
day
idea.
of the day of graduation. All of a sudden, Jimmy's now shaved his head.
And so did Justin.
Yeah, that was something.
That was
right.
something. It's great to see you.
It was good to see you. One more time. Contact info.
delmarvachristian.org. That's the best place to go. And then from
right.
there, you can find phone numbers, addresses, everything that you need to know. Yep.
All right. Thanks for joining me, okay?
Yeah,
thanks for your support.
Thanks for having me.
I have a gift for you.
Oh, you do?
2 gift cards to Vanderwints.
Wow.
Okay? How many kids you got?
I have 2 children.
I'm going to give you 4. Is that all right?
Yeah, you are a kind man.
I'm trying. What kind I am, I don't know. All right. All right. Thanks a lot. I'll see you.
It's great to see you.
Jerry, Justin.
Whatever they call it. Whatever.
You.
Just
No,
don't call
you're
me
good.
late for dinner, right?
Right. All right. See ya. Bye. All right. There he goes. Justin Savini. We have a phone call. Caller, are you there? Hello. How you doing?
Oh, hey, Jim.
How's it going?
Good, thank you.
And what's on your mind?
Yeah, hey, because you said call in to join you for breakfast, so I want to join you for breakfast next Saturday.
All right. I'm going to put you down for one Terry Collins for breakfast.
How'd you know it was me?
Oh, we can tell. Soon as you call, your picture comes up. Matches the one in the post office. No, I'm just kidding you.
What time is everybody coming for breakfast?
From 7 to 9. Anytime suits you.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. See you, Terry. Take care.
Bye.
Bring
Bye.
Steve with you.
I'm
All right.
trying.
All right.
He likes the golf too much.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll see you next Saturday.
Okay, see ya. Bye.
Bye. All right, now our next guests are coming up. This is kind of a big, we got some reveals here we're going to do on the show. So you are listening to a show called Weller Does Delmarva. We are ready if she is ready. I can't do anything without her okay. In other words, but she does a good job of keeping everything moving. So we're sitting here. We're inside a place called Laurel Junction. No fights have broke out. The crowds have been pretty good. The food is great. The ice is ice cold. Free napkins with all purchases. And salt and pepper shakers on the table. Now, you don't get that just everywhere nowadays. That's actually like a gourmet. Oh, we're getting our picture taken. Well, I forgot about that. I have to be quiet for just a second. That was long enough. Make sure it's a good one, if you would. All right? So anyway, we're inside Laurel Junction. We're sitting here inside a place called Chef Fred's Cafe. It's great. It's a lot of fun. Outside, there are thousands of things being sold, and we're having a good time. So I have been blessed and honored to get to know a young man named Kenneth Wagner, and we're talking about United Church. Now, United Church, Denise and I go to the Dover campus, which is up at the Dover High School, and we have a lot of fun. It's a great place, very informative. I don't know how this happens, but every week the message seems to be speaking just to me. So it makes me feel very special. I always think this message is just for me, but it seems to be for everybody. So we have Pastor Kenneth Wagner, and then we have Pastor David Vargas. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and are you guys ready for this?
We're excited.
We've got 20 questions.
Oh, gosh.
All right, starting with GPA averages, grade point averages. No, I'm just kidding you. All right, so tell us about the church. I'm going to have to, hold on. Now, the pool man's calling me. I hope they're not doing the pool today. But anyway, I will get that one in a minute. Let me just tell him I can't talk right now. And then what's the other thing? There's somebody on that phone. Did you answer it? Okay, can we take a call? Caller, are you there? Are you there? You got to speak in English. Are you there? They're not there? Did you hang up on him? Okay. Well, let's keep moving. All right. The timer is ready to start. You ready? All right. Here we go. All right. Pastor Kenneth Wagner.
Yes, sir.
You start talking and I'll stop.
What do you What do you want to know?
I want
Tell
to
me.
know. I hate to ask this question, but when in the world is United Campus coming back to Milford, Delaware?
Well, it's coming up Mother's Day, so May the 9th.
May the 9th of what year, though?
Of 2020, not tomorrow.
Okay.
But the next Sunday.
No kidding.
Yes, sir.
Are you excited?
I can't sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was there the other morning at 4 a.m, just looking through the windows. So anyway, I have pictures of it, and the police came up and said, "What are you doing loitering out here at 4 a.m?" So I said I was just checking on that trailer in the parking lot to see if they want to trade it in. But anyway, United Milford Campus starts May 9th.
May 9th.
Right.
Coming up. We're excited about it. We previously were in the city of Milford. Obviously, we were at the high school, and September of 2019, we had started that campus, and then what happened in March of 2020 to everybody happened to us, and
COVID.
Yeah, COVID hit, and so we were consolidated for a while. We weren't able to meet at all in person, and so we're meeting and broadcasting online, and that went on until the first week of August. And so from that point, we've been kind of one church in one location, and now starting next week, we're going to be again one church in two locations. That's exciting stuff.
It is, and so it's right next to the new Milford movie theater.
Yes, sir.
So the question I have is, are the seats reclining?
Absolutely not. No, it's hard enough to keep people's attention without them reclining.
So they're
and without
not heated.
seats. No, they're not heated, nor are they reclining. So,
Okay, because the theater has heated seats and reclining seats and a little tray for your food.
They do, and cup holders on both sides, so in case you need two
and
drinks.
And a port to charge your phone.
That is correct. That's correct.
So the church is adjacent. It's connected.
Connected.
All one roof.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. It was the former Walmart in Milford.
Former Walmart.
So we're occupying about 30,000 square feet.
That's humongous.
On the
Wow.
opposite side of the theater.
That's bigger than when we were in the high school, I think.
That would definitely be
30,000.
more square foot than was occupied there.
So who can come to United? Like, is this a closed group? Is it open? Are we accepting new customers? Like, how's it going to go on May 9th? In other words, what's the deal?
Yeah, so we've always been, from the very beginning, I mean, welcome home is a huge piece of kind of the terminology for our church. And so we just want people to, when they walk in the doors, to feel like they're at home. Like, man, this is something they didn't even know they've been missing.
Correct.
For their entire life. But, man, I can be a part of this.
You want it to be the best experience they have all week.
Absolutely. We say we want it to be world class.
World class.
We feel like we serve the creator of the universe, so it might as well be creative. We might as well follow suit. So.
Right. Well, I love it. It's very exciting. If I had to describe it, it's very upbeat, very geared towards kids. I like the fact that your kids, I don't know if you call it the kids department or whatever, but you're teaching children about Jesus on a level that they can understand.
That is correct.
It's not one size fits all.
That's right.
I hate those kind of T-shirts. One size fits all. You know what I mean?
It fits some.
Right. It fits some. It fits somebody.
They should tell the truth, right?
Right. They should tell the truth. Right. So anyway, so what would you say? Well, let's let Pastor David talk for just a minute, because I tend to take over the whole conversation. And but anyway, you're going to be the campus pastor of the Milford campus.
Yes, sir.
And what in the world inspired you to want to take on such a challenge as that?
It's one of those things that when God calls, you listen.
Right.
And
then listen again.
And listen again and ask and listen again.
Right.
No, it's very honoring to serve at United, to be a part of the ministry, to be part of what God's vision for Pastor Kenneth and what for the state of Delaware.
Mm-hmm.
So to have that opportunity to serve in this capacity is honoring and humbling.
Well, good. And so you'll be the Milford campus pastor. Will you be there on May 9th?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you'll be the one blowing the parking lot off first thing and putting the key in the door and turning the key the first time.
Yeah.
Wow. So United, a lot of people are like, what is United about? Who is United? Where did they come from? Why don't you take a minute and tell us, like, where'd you come from?
Absolutely. So about almost 6 years ago, we started our church, and I served as the student pastor. So I worked with middle school and high school students at Calvary Wesleyan Church in Harrington. And
is that how you say it, Harrington?
Harrington. Yeah,
Harrington.
you have to say it just right.
Okay.
But no, I served there for almost 7 years with middle school and high school students, and I started dreaming, and God placed a vision on my heart, and I shared with Pastor Ken Figs, who's the lead pastor there. man, what I felt that God had called me to do. And he looked at me, and I thought he was going to be mad at me, right? Because, like, you know, I knew that God had called me to go to Dover to start this church, and I was afraid he was going to be mad at me. He said, Kenneth, listen, we'll do whatever it takes to make the dream become a reality. And it was like, man, he's the hero of this story, like, really.
Wow.
So, you know, that was almost 6 years ago.
He confirmed it and moved
He
you
confirmed
on.
it, yeah, affirmed it, and has continued to be a father, a great friend, a champion. I don't even know how else to say it, but really just a huge cheerleader for our church. Yeah,
he does a good job.
Yes.
I was at church at United one day up in Dover, and I said, I know that guy. And I went over and started talking to him. He said, yeah, I bought a trailer from you. I said, no, I'm not talking about trailers right now. Anyway.
But if you want to talk about trailers, we'll talk about trailers. Right.
That's how everybody identifies with me. They tell me what size trailer they bought and when they bought it. In other words, that's always the icebreaker.
Back in 09, I bought that 24-foot.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's always the icebreaker. But he said, no, his church was meeting a little differently, and he was just wanting to get fed and fellowship, and he was out there just kind of nonchalantly hanging around.
Yeah.
So I said, don't start no trouble or nothing. In other words, no. But he's really excited for you, and glad to be a part of it. So, so what else do you want to say? I do want to preference this. Do you mind staying a little bit longer at 9 o'clock? We're going to keep you a few more minutes if you don't mind. Okay, all right. So I do want to say, we're going to talk to Pastor Kenneth and Pastor David also after 9, after the show. We stop on radio, but we're going to still be on TV, YouTube, Facebook, and here in the audience. So anyway, we're going to talk a little bit more. But how do you want to invite somebody to a Mother's Day service? Now Dover will have a little more room since some people from Dover might go to Milford.
Right. The exciting thing is we've been meeting at 8, 9:30, and 11 at
that's right.
Dover High.
Right.
And we're going to be meeting at 9:15 and 11 at Dover High and in the Milford location.
Same times at both.
Yep. So four now instead of 3, but in 2 different spaces. So
excellent.
It's kind of expanding by multiple. I don't know how it works, but
right.
It's more seats. That's all.
Let's
I'm trying
call
to
it
say.
new math.
New math. Yeah.
Right.
It's
new
Common
math.
Core.
Right.
Probably.
Common Core.
Yeah.
This is COVID math.
This is COVID
math. All right.
No, but we're excited. I mean, if for us it is open to anyone. We love the opportunity to have first-time guests. We call them VIPs, and so from the time they pull into the parking lot to the time whether they have kids, check their kids into United Kids, and whether they walk into the auditorium, grab a cup of coffee before they come in, whatever it is, man, we just want people to feel relaxed so that when they walk in and hear a message and are able to step into an atmosphere of worship, that they can have an experience like they've never had before.
And you hope when all the kids and everybody gets back in the car afterwards, they've all got different stories to tell,
That's it.
but yet the same common thread.
That's it.
They were loved on, they
it.
enjoyed it, and they heard the word.
Yeah.
In other words.
One of the exciting things, too, about the Milford campus in particular is, Pastor David's going to be leading that. I mean, he spent 13 years with Mount Air, and so his leadership and expertise of developing people and leading people is going to be a massive thing for the Milford community to experience. So that's exciting stuff.
Now, I heard his wife speak, or he said, is she from Fayetteville?
Fayetteville, North Carolina. Yes, sir.
I have a connection in Fayetteville, North Carolina. I buy trailers from there.
How about that?
See, everything
it all comes back to trailers.
It all has to come back to trailers. And when she said that, I'm like, I've actually been to that town. It's a huge, very small, out in the middle of nowhere town. So anyway, how did you meet her?
In church.
In church.
I was 7, she was 6. So we've
Golly
known each other for a
dang.
long time. Yes, sir.
That's a long stress test for her. Oh, I meant that's a wonderful relationship.
That's a true statement.
I say, so are you from there too? Or
no, I was a military brat. My father served 20 plus years in the Army.
Thank you for that. Wow.
Traveled all around, but he settled there. So
that's where you settled. Wow. So you were settlers. Okay. All right. And so you're in Delaware now, and she's also very involved in the church.
Yes, sir. So she is our coordinator for our kids ministry at Milford, but she's been serving since we started coming to United in children.
So what drew you to United? Like, where'd you come from? How'd you get to the United Church?
Long story short, when we were transitioning from North Carolina, the youth pastor at the church we were at was looking up churches to help us get acclimated. We visited a church in Bear that at that time United had just started maybe a year and a half prior, and pointed us in that direction because it was going to be a little closer for us. And one day I just decided to stay up here for the weekend instead of go home. Was a VIP, and no lie, from the minute I pulled into the parking lot, something was different. I said to my wife, I said, this place does everything with excellence. When I move you and the kids up here, we have to come here.
Really?
And so I know what it's like to be a VIP, and here I am.
Right. Well, that's kind of cool. In other words, so from the first time you stepped out of your car, you noticed and felt something was different.
Absolutely, yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what you want. You want it to not feel the same or whatever, because there's a lot of people that have been wounded by churches, have never been to a church. In other words, it's all they can do. I've met people that say, I have no idea how I lose shoes before church. But for some strange reason, one of the kids can't find this shoe.
Yep.
We're trying to get ready for church, and it's just the struggle of the week to get in that car and make it to church. So the last thing you want is when they get there, you want them to feel welcome, in other words, and warm, and the warm and fuzzies, in other words,
And you mentioned people maybe been injured by church and things like that. I feel like for us, it's like we would be honored if people would give God one more shot.
Right.
Like if that was if they were going to do that one more time, go to church one more time, United Church would be
like that
the
opportunity.
one more shot, absolutely, because I feel like that they would experience something different than they've ever experienced. People, we serve the God of the second chance, and so we feel like everybody and the third chance and the 400th chance, and all those
and whatever chance it needs.
And so I just feel like it would be a tremendous honor for us to be able to steward that moment for them as they step back or gave it one more shot. We would love that.
I'm going to ask if I can let you guys go for just a couple minutes, and we're going to wrap up on the radio side, and then I'm going to have you back in just a few minutes. Is that all right?
Can I give them the website?
You can give them the website.
All right,
do it later. No, I'm just kidding.
We'll do it both times. UnitedChurchDE.com.
Is that on the local web? Is that just the Milford and Dover web, or are you on the World Wide Web?
It's the world interwebs. It's the
whole
webs.
The whole web.
Yeah, UnitedChurchDE.com, and then Facebook and Instagram, Twitter, it's all United Church DE. So everything's UnitedChurchDE.com.
Okay. And how you spelling DE?
DE.
DE. Okay. All right. Well, if you could take a break for a couple minutes, we'll have you right back. Okay. Awesome. All right. We're done with the radio. I hear the music. So I need my radio audience to follow me. Oh, we have a phone call. I'll get it just after the radio. So hold on to phone caller. Hold on. Anyway, listen, we're ending on the radio, and we're going to continue on. Okay. So here we go. All right, caller, are you there?
Yes, I am.
How you doing?
Still offering that breakfast, Jimmy?
Oh, Connie, it was just to the first 100 people, honey. No.
I was on the road and I came home and I asked Skip.
I want.
Yeah, he said he wanted to go and he wanted to go the other day, and here they weren't open.
All right, how many of you is it going to be? 2?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to put you down for 2 for a free breakfast next Saturday. Is that all right?
That'll be fine. From 7 to 9.
7 to 9. Now, you can come anytime you want, or you can hang out the whole 2 hours, okay?
Okay, is he open every day, or is it just the weekend?
7 days a week, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Skip wanted to take his friend there, and we thought they were closed.
Nope, Skip can bring his friend here. I'll tell him that Skip's coming with a friend sometime.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well,
So,
thank you, Jimmy.
We're going to see you next Saturday in person, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Plan to see you.
Bye. Bye. All right. Very good. That was worth holding on.
Yeah, that was good.
All right. And I'm hoping that Terry Collins brings her husband, Steve.
Steve, yeah. I
He's
grew up
in love with
Steve.
golfing. That's what I hear in Ellendale.
No, he lived in
really?
Lincoln. Yeah,
Lincoln,
he lived in
okay.
Eastman Heights.
Okay. All right.
You're familiar with that, right?
Not at all. No, I am. Jimmy. Actually, Jimmy
had a house there, right?
Jimmy had a house there. And
Yeah.
as odd as it sounds, Jenny had a house on the same road that Jimmy did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I remember when we bought Jenny's house, we bought it from a friend of mine.
Uh-huh.
And, you got to get a loan and all that stuff.
Right.
And the guy said, "Are you positive you're buying it?" I said, "We're positive we're buying it." He said, "She can move in today."
Wow.
I was like, that's a good deal, and then he didn't care when we settled.
And you
and-
didn't change your mind.
No, didn't
Oh,
change.
that's
Jenny
good.
moved there and then eventually sold that house and built a new house. And then Jimmy moved there, and then we sold that house to Mark Johnson, believe it or not.
Oh, yeah. That's
Jimmy's
great.
house.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Colin, talk to me about TV Delmarva.
TV Delmarva. So Channel 14 over the air. If you want to point your antenna towards Seaford, rescan your television. Look for Channel
Right.
14. You're going to see 4 channels. Channel 14.1 is TV Delmarva, and that is general entertainment.
Okay.
We've got shows you've heard of before, shows you've seen
Weller Does
before.
Delmarva.
Well, yes.
I've heard of that one.
Yes, that's our shining...
Right. But you also have the swap Pawn Stars.
Pawn Stars.
Yeah, I like
Pawn
that one.
Stars. Yep, we've got
Reminds me of me.
Impractical Jokers. That reminds me
Impractical
of you,
Jokers.
too.
Yep. Right. So a lot of good family-friendly programming.
Yeah, lots of good programming. We've got movies, from Universal Studios and
I've heard of them.
Paramount. All
Yep.
the big movies you've heard of. We just had a a series of the Naked Gun movies. You remember those?
Yes.
We've had a series.
What's that guy's name?
Leslie Nielsen.
Yeah, he was on another show that had an airplane or something.
Well, he was on the movie Airplane.
That's what it was, yeah.
We had that like 1 week, the whole series. They played throughout the week. And then next week we had the Naked Gun series. So, yeah, I mean, lots of movies you heard of. And there's more. There's some movies that are newer than that, too. And there's movies that are older than that. So it's just a good mix, good general entertainment that everybody can find something on TV Delmarva to watch. Channel 14.2, that's Newsnet, Delmarva Newsnet. We're a Newsnet affiliate. They're across the country. They're on hundreds of TV stations. They just happen to be on Channel 14.2 TV Delmarva. Yep, so they have, they're the only 24/7 news channel on Delmarva.
Really?
24/7 news broadcast channel on
You never
Delmarva.
take a break?
Never take a break. Nope.
Wow.
Never take a break. So 24 hours of world news, local news, national news, weather, local weather, all that there at Channel 14.2 TV Delmarva. Channel 14.3, All Sports Television Network. And this is, I'm really getting into this channel now. So I started watching it because they've got things like pickleball.
Oh, yeah, pickleball.
I saw this past week, they had drone races. So it's an obstacle course that people are flying drones through.
Timing them.
And timing, yeah. So it's a race, yeah.
Really?
Yep. What else do they have, Colin? They've got like some kind of motocross type stuff.
Okay.
They've got go-kart racing. They even have the Volkswagen Bugs. Have you seen the Super Beetles that race?
No.
Yeah, they've got those kind of races. So all
Really?
kinds of stuff you don't see on the regular sports channel, but it's all very interesting, and
entertaining.
Yeah, and they got women's fast pitch pro softball. They've got beach volleyball, beach handball.
Really?
So yeah, all kinds of.
They
just
should make a
different
show
sports.
about shooting sporting clays. That's so cool.
That is. That's
In other
a good
words,
idea.
that's a real good idea.
We could do a local
We
show
could do a
about
local
that.
show.
We could.
You know what? Maybe Owen Station Sporting Clay Range could have their own channel.
That's a good idea.
Or not channel, but their own show.
Sure, yeah.
Right. That would be a good idea.
Yep.
That would be
We're
a
also
good
going to be
idea.
broadcasting some local sports on that as we get back into the school season. We're in talks with a couple of schools. We're going to see if we can broadcast maybe some football game, high school football games. So that would be a good asset to the community to have that. Channel 14.4, Delmarva WX. This channel was designed to be watched in 15-minute increments.
Okay.
We're finding people are watching for over an hour.
Well, I had somebody ask, are you allowed to watch a show that's supposed to be viewed in 15-minute increments?
Uh-huh.
Are you allowed to watch it more than 15 minutes?
Right.
Are you?
You are. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And
I got
they
a
are.
phone call.
And they are.
Phone call.
So
Okay.
it's a good place to go when you want your weather right now. If you're looking for weather, you're going to get all the local conditions. Those are updated every couple of minutes. So what you get is not going to be old news. It's going to be actually something that's current. And we've got radar on there, so you're going to have the radar. And we've got local news and the forecast as well.
You got it all.
This is all sourced locally. We're actually doing all that. We didn't get this idea from anybody else. We're kind of just doing
Right,
our
it's
own
your own
thing.
brainstorming.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Yep. So Hunter
He's
from
doing it
Delmarva
my way,
WX has
his
worked
way.
very hard
To make it
put this
happen.
all together, and he is doing a great job with that. And we've got Channel 14.5 coming soon.
Okay.
I don't know how soon, but it is coming soon.
Excellent.
Yeah. So
I'm going to say thank you.
Okay.
Because somebody's waiting on the phone.
Oh, that's right. We'll get to
Okay.
him.
It's a lollipop sponsor. Caller, are you there?
Good morning, Jim. How are you and Colin today?
We're good. And
Looky.
who am I talking to? Talking to? Who am I talking to?
Emery?
Emery, how you
Emery.
doing?
Good, good. I was listening a while ago when you were talking about running for school board.
Yes. You want to run for
The kids, if you two would be on the school board.
you two? Yeah, Colin wants to go first to tell me what it's like. And then I'll decide 5 years later.
And poor kids wouldn't have a chance.
Oh, my. Somebody told me the other day they miss having you on the town council of Milton.
Well,
They miss you.
people spoke that they didn't want me, so, it's their loss, not mine.
Okay. I hear there's some big stuff coming, but I had somebody that said, man, we need to get Emery in there. I said, well, just let's get him in. There's another time. Listen, are you coming next Saturday for breakfast?
I'm going to try, Jim, if I get up.
Well, you need to get up. Do you want a wake-up call? Do you want me to have somebody call you and wake you up?
No, I'll be good to go.
All right. Now, look, I don't want you to start no trouble when you get here.
No, I wouldn't even think of it.
Okay. All right. Well, then we'll see you next Saturday. Is that all right?
Yeah,
What?
I want you to know the town is open, the streets up today. We're having town-wide
Wait a minute. Is this a free plug?
Yeah.
Did I authorize this in advance?
No.
All right, what town you talking about is having a town-wide yard sale?
The town of Melton.
Is this tax-free?
Tax-free Delaware.
Really? Now, did they roll the sidewalks out for this event, or are they still put in storage? Sidewalks are out.
Sidewalks are out. The streets are open.
Really?
And everybody's going to have a big time. It's all over town till 2 o'clock.
And what's it cost?
It costs you whatever you buy.
Now, do you have like a tab at any one of these booths so I could go like buy something and ring up a big bill in your name?
No.
Okay. Okay, I gotta
Tell them I sent you.
I gotta tell you a story. Are you ready?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, the people in the crowd are saying, get Emery off the phone. No. Anyway, there's a place called Irish Eyes.
Great place. Great
Let me tell you what I've got hooked on at Irish Eyes. I forgot what it's called. Macaroni and cheese, covered with crab meat. It's pretty good. It's only $20 if you want to take me to lunch today. So, no, I can't make today, but I just wanted to tell you, I know the other place has really good crab cakes on the other side, beaches, but this is Irish Eyes. I never heard of this before, and I really liked it. Like, I've heard of macaroni and cheese before, and I've heard of crab meat before, but never mixing the two. So, it's good.
And they've got a good shrimp salad, too.
Okay. All right. Are you sure it's good?
I know.
Oh, okay. You know. Okay.
Because I got it a couple times last summer.
Last week.
Down there when Kevin and Ed were playing down there at the Irish Eyes.
What's that group? Big Hat, No Cattle, or No Cat, Big Head, or what's it called?
Big Hat, No Cattle.
All right. And what's Kevin do?
He plays keyboard, guitar, he plays a little bit of everything, sings.
Does he really?
Yeah.
All right. You're a fan of that Kevin Short, aren't you?
Yeah. Kevin's a good man.
He's annoying when he's awake, though, isn't he?
He can be, but
All right.
he's a hustler just like you.
All right. All right. Is there anything else you want to tell me or any more free plugs you want to do?
Nah, Jim, but I congratulate you getting this far on these shows. They're great for the people to listen to. You got some good sponsors, good giveaways.
You never would have thought I would have.
Do nothing but listen to you for the free giveaways.
There you go.
They're ahead of the game.
You would have never thought we'd have done it 400 times, would you? Yep, my talent ran out a long time ago, and now we're operating strictly on grace. Okay?
Well, the good Lord looked after you this far.
No doubt. And I didn't deserve it, but he did it anyway.
That's right. But
Okay.
He doesn't deserve it, but
Right.
he takes care of us.
Okay. Can I let you go now?
Yeah, Jim, you have a fine day, you and Colin, and everybody that's working with you.
Okay. You have a fine day and a Weller night, okay?
You too, buddy.
See you, Emery. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Gosh, that Emery guy's annoying, isn't he? No, I'm just messing with him. He's pretty good. He's all right when he's sleeping. All right, now, we brought him back again, okay? By popular demand. We've had so many requests to bring him back. It's the team, Pastor Kenneth and Pastor David. So anyway, is there any other points? Like, I would like to talk to people from the angle of they're watching and they're listening, and they've possibly never been to church. They were forced to go to church as children, and at 18, 19 years old, they found out their parents didn't know what they were talking about. Or, so how would you describe church?
Yeah.
What's church like at United? Why should somebody come? I know it's free parking and smiles are free and all
Free
that. but
coffee.
Free coffee. You do have nice giveaways. Free coffee. I like that. So how would you? What's a pitch like? If you're talking to somebody and they're like, church has done nothing but let me down. I've been disappointed either in the past or my mom and dad or life. So I'll stop talking and let you.
No, I tell people
answer.
all the time. I had a drug problem when I was a kid. My mom drugged me to church, like Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesday night. But
your mom really is proud of you.
She's awesome. Yeah,
Are
I
you
love
the
her.
only son?
No, there's actually two of us.
Oh, really?
There is, yeah.
Okay,
I have
so
a
your second
older brother. Yep.
You're her second favorite.
I'm the baby. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep, yep.
All right.
No, we. I feel like one of the things that differentiates us is, when I was in seriously growing up in church, I was in a very legalistic church. I don't know how else to say it other than it was very, you felt worse when you left than when you came. And man, I just really went on an exploration of my faith of like, man, if this is the way Jesus is, I don't know if I want to really be a part of that. I started reading the New Testament, and I realized that Jesus was very welcoming, and Jesus was very life-giving, and Jesus was always serving people. And I was like, man, that doesn't seem like
what had experienced.
Exactly. So, and we started dreaming about what kind of church could we be a part of? What kind of church could we create? And I feel like the genesis of the entire church was just thinking about like, man, how could we be the church like Jesus was the one that we're following, you know?
Right.
So we started setting things up like that. We wanted to be easy for people to come. And when they came, they felt like, again, like we said earlier, like they're at home. And then when they step into or step out of their car, they feel like, man, I've never been greeted by 50 people that just seem like something's wrong with these people because they're so excited, right?
And they don't really care who you are, where you've been.
Exactly.
Are you right? Are you left? Are you all whacked out? In other words, it's almost like we're going to receive and accept you as you are.
I think the beautiful thing about our church is the diversity, not just in, but socioeconomic status and age and race, like all across the map. It's really, really, really special. So when people step out, we wanted them to feel, great. Like, wow, I can't believe I'm at church. Like these people seem really happy. And, when we worship, it's not like it's very engaging. I mean, the musicians are excellent. It's a great experience. And then when I preach or when one of the other pastors preach, we try to share a message that and talk about things where the people are actually struggling with or that they're wrestling through and help them take a journey through Scripture on how to really walk through that. So we just kind of, from the beginning to end, how do we set this up to really embody who Jesus is? So that was kind of the goal behind when we started this church.
I would think starting a church that way would be about more or less just allowing people to be who they are and allowing Jesus to change their heart, which ultimately will allow them to change.
Right.
In other words, so many people seem to think, I've got to get this right in my life. I got to get this right. They got a whole laundry list of what they think they have to change before they can come to know Christ.
Right.
Where God doesn't really care where you're at.
Yeah, I look at some of the stories. I mean, Jesus calling the disciples. I mean, he called them and then they followed him.
Right.
And they didn't get everything together. They weren't like, hey, give me a year, figure it out.
I'll be back.
Some were tax collectors. I mean, they were some pretty roughnecks, right? But he called them and they followed after him and everything fell in line from that point. It's pretty amazing.
I feel Jesus loves you exactly like you are. He just loves you too much to leave you that way. In other words,
I said it like this: it's like it's okay to not be okay. It's just not okay to stay that way.
That's right. Right. That's a good way of looking at it. So, what would your sales pitch be? In other words, how would Pastor David encourage a total stranger that's been burnt or hurt or wounded by church or church people? It's not the church never hurts anybody. It's the people in the church.
Absolutely.
These are the tough questions.
These are the tough questions. Great
This is
one,
what people want to know.
I would encourage anyone, when you know there's something more for your life, not to give up on what that more is. And I believe when you have the opportunity to experience God and Jesus at United, you start to discover what the more is for your life. And I think we all, when we wake up, want more. We strive for more. We look for more. And I think there's no better place than you can find it than when you come to United, when you experience Christ, when you experience His love through how we serve, and really it's just serving Him, then you can start down that journey.
That's really
okay. And so United is welcoming to all faiths, all denominations. In other words, whoever you are, wherever you are, you're welcome to come. Husbands, wives, come together, come separate, whatever you need to do. Kids. Can children come by themselves? Can a 16, 17-year-old come to church by himself?
Yeah, I think that's one of the really special things that we've seen in our church is, there are some high schoolers that maybe their parents go to a different church and they come to United, and their parents have been very generous and open-handed with that. Mm-hmm. And it's really neat because their faith has become their own early. And I think that's really cool that when they're able to, man, this is my church. I love this place. They serve different. The way they show up is different. Like they're on like kind of the edge of their seat. It's pretty amazing to see, especially high schoolers like taking on their own faith when it comes to that. So yeah, for sure.
I find United is very welcoming if you want to get involved. In other words, there's not a waiting curve for you to go here 2 years with perfect attendance or anything of that nature. It's more like if you desire to get involved, the door is open.
Absolutely. Yeah, I just don't feel like there should be any holding pattern to park a car or to open a door for somebody. Now, leadership, obviously, there's different things.
Time frames.
Time
and so
frames.
on. Relationships.
But when it comes to serving and being a part of the family, like, man, jump in. We call it growth track. Go through growth track. Figure out more about yourself and more about the church, and then jump in the game.
And I also noticed that you are very accessible, meaning that if a person comes to United before the experience, after the experience, you're standing out there, you're talking to people, you're not off, don't approach me or anything. I mean, very, very welcoming, very inviting if somebody had a question or a situation or whatever. So
I feel like it would be probably violating who I am, like how God wired me to be anything but. So, yeah. That's...
Okay, so let's talk about parenting. Parenting. How old is your son? Is his name Chase?
Jace with a J, yeah.
Jace with a J.
5.
All right, 5 years old.
Yeah.
And how well has he taught you so far?
Yeah, he has taught me a lot of things. A lot of things.
This your first child?
First child.
Okay. Well,
One and done.
One and done. Okay. All right. And he loves going to church. I see it. He likes greeting everybody and running around and doing his thing.
That's it.
All right. Pastor David, how many kids do you have?
I have 2.
2?
Daughter Brianna, she's 11, and son David,
Okay.
who's 9.
Okay. All right. Was it hard to come up with the name David for your son?
He is the 4th, so no, it came quite
really?
natural by then.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, good. So there's already a lot of things with David printed on them and so on. So
Easy to pass down.
Easy to pass down. Right. Everybody already knows how to spell it and so on. Wow. Well, is there anything else you want to say? I mean, is the May 9th a go?
It is a go.
This is a launch date.
It's a launch date.
Okay.
So we're supposed to get the C of O on Monday, and then from there it's a full all systems go.
Okay, well, very good. It's state of the art. It's brand new, all fresh paint.
Yep.
In other words, clean as a whistle. In other words, COVID following all the whatever them words are, CDC standards and guidelines and
all the acronyms.
Madness. Don't forget the word madness.
There's the electrostatic sprayer. That's all you got to know. It's
right.
clean. It's clean.
Okay. So, and I think in a new facility, they could put like a little probe on the front door and a little probe on the back door and hook it up, and it just does everything in between. Yep. In other words,
that's what they sold me anyways.
And he bought it, everybody. So, just saying. I think that's how powder coating works, though. I think you put this powder on something and you hook an electrode here and an electrode there, and it somehow makes it work. So, something like that. All right. You should like them things that you get that make a noise that make mice stay away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Just like them.
The frequency.
Right. Just like them. It's just like that. All right. So, so this is going to be all brand new. In the restrooms, is there going to be paper towels or blow dryers?
Paper towels.
Paper towels.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a reason for that?
Well, other than
you just want everything really clean.
That's it. Yep.
I'm just checking. Okay. I do notice you like everything nice and clean.
Yes.
Is there going to be free mints at the Milford campus?
Of course, free mints. Yeah,
Okay.
that's a
I'm just checking.
Staple.
Okay.
Now we're excited. I mean, the whole process of building out that location has been just a joy. And Art, the guy who owns the Milford Theater, owns that side as well.
Right.
And we've worked in unison with him, and it's just been he's been a huge asset to our church, and that's been an amazing thing to watch how God has really just wired all this together.
Okay, and so it's for real. They're coming. It's not going to be governed by much of anything other than their willingness to show up and serve Jesus and have church. So I'm excited. So, I guess afterwards there's a new restaurant in front just waiting. They're excited about the church coming. In other words, I told his name Steve, and as soon as he finds some help, that surf and turf is going to be open.
Yeah.
And there's Mama Maria's right in front of there, and you can get your car washed right across the street. So there's just a whole lot of reasons to go right there,
I'm sure the restaurants are excited for all the
I bet they are.
releasing at that time.
Yeah.
Imagine.
All right. Anything else? I think we're about done. I'm done if you're done, but I don't want to cut you short.
No, I'm just honored to be here. Thank you for.
Oh, you're really honored to be here. Now, be honest with you.
100%.
This is one silly little show. In other words, we have a good time.
I do.
So,
laugh a lot.
Okay. Now, I'm going to give you some ice cream gift cards, and I don't know if you guys have ever been to Vanderwoods.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So I'll give you 3. Is that okay? Is your mom in town?
That's perfect. She's not today.
I'm going to give one just in case.
Got it.
All right, because I've met her recently, and she looks like she might want some ice cream. I don't know. So you're a 4?
Yes, sir.
1, 2, 3,
Have you had
4.
vendor wins? Oh,
Have you ever been?
Yes, I have.
Okay, when you get there, take a selfie. You're not on social media.
I'm not.
We're going to have to teach you about that as time moves on.
No.
Okay, it's an old person thing. In other words, so when you turn 50.
I'm staying away.
Okay. All right, well, there you go. Gift cards and gift cards.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for joining us. And I'm going to give you a free mint just while you're here. Not that you need it. You might know somebody that does. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye-bye. All right. There they go. So Pastor David and Pastor Kenneth, it's exciting. In other words, Denise and I do enjoy it. I love the messages. That's what I seem to love the most, but it is a friendly, welcoming church. Now we are ready to do some things. Colin, I want to ask you, did you have some stuff you want to talk about, or how did you want to proceed with the next 30, 40 minutes of the show? All right, can I get the prize wheel? Yeah. Do you have an objection to that? Colin is the legal team, the brains behind it all, the electronic engineer. He knows the difference between 120 and 220, and he does a good job. So we're going to get the prize wheel and put it up here. The phone lines are open. If you are listening and watching, we do need, if you want to join us for free breakfast next Saturday, we are going to buy your breakfast. I'm looking around just to make sure I got everybody. So I've got Jim and Linda. I've got Steve, Chris, Bob, and Hunter. I got Terry Collins and maybe Steve. That's very good. Is that good right there, Colin? All right. So anyway, and I've got Terry Collins. I've got Connie and Emery. So if you want to join us, next week's show is show number 400. And you are invited to come, and we will buy your breakfast. So we're buying your breakfast next week. We're going to buy your breakfast next week. We're going to buy your breakfast next week. Is that okay? All right. So we've got you down. So anyway, here's the prize wheel. Here's what we're doing. If you want to win a $25 gift card to Weller's in Bridgeville. Now, you cannot combine them. So we only want you to win one, but you can't combine them if you got others, so you got to spend the $25 in one purchase. We're going to give them away. How are we going to do it? We're going to have you call on the telephone at 422-7336. You got to guess a number, and then we're going to spin the wheel. Caller, are you there?
Hey, Jimbo.
And who am I talking to?
This is Jim Santangelo.
Hey, Jim, how you doing?
Good.
Are we?
I just happened to hear, I was hooking up to a trailer and happened to hear you talking to Pastor Kenneth and Pastor Dave.
Yep. Are you?
And I just had to call in and say how much I appreciate both of them.
Wow, you know these guys.
Yeah. We've been, my wife and I have been going there since they were in the
Schwartz Center.
Yeah, in the Schwartz Center in Dover, and man, we love them guys to death.
Now, what do you think they think of you, Jim?
Oh, who knows?
Now, I want to tell you something.
They let me into their church. They'll let anybody in.
Well, that's the point I'm trying to make. But anyway, Jim, you're a hard worker there. I watch you on Sundays and setting things up and blowing the sidewalks off, and you impress me.
Well, anything I can do to help, man, I love it there.
Well, good. Well, I'm going to make you a longer list. Okay. Are we going to see you? You're going to go to Milford on the 9th, right?
Yeah, we hope to. This mask deal's been tough on my wife.
Oh, yeah.
And, she can't even, we can go to the store and stuff like that because you don't have to wear a mask for quite a long time, but, with the mask deal, I mean, it's like Jim was passed out in the mall one day, so
wow.
We're taking it easy on the mask.
Right.
But I think we're going to go to Milford.
Well, check it out. You might be pleasantly surprised at some other things. So it's going to be wonderful is what I'm saying. Do you want
I know.
Do you want to come over here next Saturday and have breakfast with us?
Over where?
Over at Laurel Junction in Laurel. No?
No, I'm pretty busy on Saturdays, Jim. I work 5 days a week now. I used to work 4 and have Fridays off.
Oh, now you're working.
What I used to do on Fridays, I have to get done at home on Saturdays. So I'm usually pretty busy on Saturdays. I just, like I say, I happen to see you guys on there, and I want to say hello.
Well, thank you. Do you want to guess a number on the prize wheel and try to win a $25 shopping spree?
Sure, why not?
All right, a number from 1 to 12. Do you want to come help me spin this thing? you want to come help me spin this thing? All right, 1 to 12.
Okay, let's go with 11.
Okay, is that your final answer?
My final answer.
11. Will Jim be number 11? I can't see it. He's 8. I'm sorry.
All right, buddy. Have a good weekend.
Yep, I look forward to seeing you.
Yep, take care.
Bye. 422-7336. Just as fast as people want to call, Linda is officially going to spin this. Can you? You up for that? Yeah. All right, so I want you to practice while the phone's ringing. 422-7336. If you call, you're going to guess a number. Linda's going to spin the wheel, and we're going to see if you're a winner. You win a $25 shopping spree to Weller's in Bridgeville. And you know what I need to do? I need to make a note that I'm going to give Jim 2 Vanderwins next time I see him because he has a Vanderwin. Spin that thing one time, Linda, very aggressively. There you go. All right, so call me right now, 422-7336, if you want to spin this wheel. You could sit or stand, whatever you want to do, all right? Okay. All right, 422. Nobody's calling now. 422-7336 if you want to win a $25 gift card to Weller's in Bridgeville. You got number 1 through 12. You just pick a number. We're going to spin the wheel. It's not rigged. Linda is not a paid professional. She's a volunteer out of the audience that I forced to come up here and help me. So anyway, she's our Vanna White, Vanna Linda. So anyway, there you go. This is one of the nicest prize wheels you ever see. So if there's anybody out there watching this show, I need you to call me right now at 422-7336. Give us your name. We're going to spin the wheel. Well, you got to guess the number. You got to guess the number. Jim, what number would you guess? This is going to be a practice run. 7. Okay, Linda, spin the wheel, and we'll wait for the phone to ring. See, I had to hold it down. That's why I got her up here. What number? 12. He's a lucky guy. No doubt about it. So call me now, 422-7336, all right? I'm going to start calling people if people don't call me. But anyway, so we got some people coming next week. Linda, you're going to be here next week? Absolutely. Pull that mic over to you if you would, just for the heck of it. That one, yeah, just for the heck of it. You're coming next week? Yes. All right, so what have you ate at Chef Fred's so far?
Today I had the $4.99 special.
Okay.
I've had their pancakes. I've had the omelet.
Well, on the pancakes.
Oh, they're
compared to a big box store's pancakes.
They're very fluffy and thick. They're very light.
Fluffy and thick.
And tasty.
How would you describe your husband, Jim?
Fluffy and tasty. Thick.
It's a family-friendly show here. All right. All right. So, what else have you ate here? You've had pancakes. What did you have today? What was today's special?
Today's special was the pancakes with scrambled eggs.
And how were the eggs?
A lot.
A lot. Oh, it is a lot of eggs. I
lot of
always agree
eggs.
with that.
Yes, and I've had the omelet. The omelet is very,
I
very
agree
good.
with that. Yep.
Very good.
All right. And
Jim's had sausage and biscuits.
sausage. Has he had any scrapple?
Absolutely. We get the scrapple.
Oh,
on the side.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Were you here when we got to see what the French fries look like?
Yes, we were here last
They were
week.
pretty good.
Yes,
so
they were.
You can't get them till I think 11 o'clock. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Lunchtime.
How come nobody's calling?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't
I
know.
would
They were
like to
calling
spin
before
the
you got.
wheel.
Okay. Linda's ready to spin the wheel. 422. She's going to get a complex here in a minute.
I am.
422-7336. You have to make chitter chatter with her now. So, what are you guys doing today? What's Jim and Linda Bosco doing today?
Today we're going to the airsoft field to see if
Okay.
David needs any help at 9/11. We
All
were
right.
supposed to go to a baseball game at Woodbridge, but that was postponed.
Really?
So we're going to
Okay.
go in another couple of weeks.
All right.
Other than that, I think we have some weeding to do at home.
Weeding to
do. You
do.
have anybody to recommend for weeding?
Oh, wait a minute. Do you mean weeding or weed whacking?
Weeding.
Okay,
Pulling
weeding.
those little suckers.
Where's Jonathan at? Are you looking for a weeding job? Okay. Was that a firm no or a mild no? That was like a half no. I have somewhere I want to take you and Jim for dinner.
All right, I'm up.
It's called, I think it's called Old Salties. Okay? It's at Hooper's Island. So it's going to be a little bit of a trip, okay? you should have seen the snapping turtle I came up on. That sucker must have been 9 feet wide. He was huge.
Oh, you had him on Facebook, didn't
I
you?
did.
Yeah,
He wouldn't
yeah.
talk, though. He wouldn't talk.
No.
But a guy happened to stop.
With a pole.
With a pole. Denise is so proud of me. She's like, you stopped first, in other words. And then she said, and God provided a guy with a pole.
Absolutely, yeah.
And that turtle bit that pole, and we were able to get him. So, but we went to Hooper's Island, and we'd like to take you to this restaurant, Old Salty's. And I got a New York strip, and it was on this metal plate. So when it came, it was just a sizzling. It reminded me of a restaurant called Pappy's. Does anybody remember Pappy's?
Yes. very
And they
much.
had these metal plates when you got a steak. And I remember that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Pappy's old plates for all I know.
Yeah.
But anyway, and I got that. And it was a real toss-up between the New York strip with crab meat and imperial sauce or the filet mignon with crab meat and so on. And, I mean, I had cucumbers and onions. They were good. The water was ice cold. Napkins were clean. It was unbelievable.
And napkins were free?
And free.
And free.
And they were very free with the napkins. There wasn't a limited supply.
Well, what
so
did Denise get?
a salad with a crab cake. Okay, a salad with a crab. Denise is very, very into how she eats. She does not like to overeat. I don't know what that means, so I don't fear it. But anyway, she brings her own takeout bag with her when she goes, and she immediately cuts her portion in half and puts it in the bag right away now. So in other words, because if she doesn't and she's waiting for a takeout container, by the time it gets there, she's done munched along and ate more than she wanted to eat. So
That's
anyway,
why she looks so good.
that's why she looks so good. I got to admit, I'm very fortunate, and she's really going out of her way to take good care of herself.
Yeah.
So, and it aggravates her. She's like, I'm not doing this just to take care of you, so we need a little help from me. So I'm trying to do better. Starting right after the first of the year. Oh, my
right,
gosh.
I guess nobody wants to
I
see
can't
me
believe
spin
this.
the wheel.
All right, I'm going to switch gears and get Colin over here. I've got some school board related questions for him.
Now,
So he wants to
somebody
leave
calls,
that.
spin the
Yeah,
wheel.
watch somebody calls as soon as she leaves. Linda, thank you. Oh, whoa. Let me give you your favorite gift.
Thank you.
Okay, there you go.
Thank
Oh, sit down and tell us about the newest version of the ice cream you tried.
I tried the chocolate brownie.
Chocolate brownie. Now, so it's chocolate ice cream or vanilla ice
It's
cream?
chocolate ice cream, and it has little bits of brownie in it.
Really? And was it really good or mildly good?
And it was so good, I ate all of it.
Really?
I usually give Jim a
Half?
little bit, yeah.
So Jim is forced to drink a milkshake and then eat half of Linda's ice cream.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere. We have a caller. Caller, are you there?
Yes, I am.
And are you calling for the prize wheel, or are you coming next week for free breakfast, or you want to buy a trailer? Which is it?
Go ahead.
So do you want to come for breakfast next week?
Sure.
Sure. Okay. What is your name?
Edward Thompson.
Edward Thompson. And you'll join us for breakfast here next week?
Yes.
I'm going to look forward to that, Edward. Okay. Would you like to try the prize wheel?
Sure.
All right. And
Seen you for telling nobody was calling, so I figured I'd give you a shot.
and are you watching on TV or Facebook or YouTube?
TV.
And what channel?
14-1.
And have you watched this station much?
It was probably about a month ago when I first caught it, and I've been watching it as much every Saturday as much as I can.
Well, thank you. Do you watch?
I just like listening to you and some of your guests you have on.
Okay. Who's more interesting, the guest or me?
Sometimes both of you, the way you carry on with your questions and everything.
You got to admit, you would think I know everybody that comes on here, Because I do talk to them like I'm not worried about offending them. So, all right. So, Edward, pick a number, and we're going to let Linda spin the wheel. 1 to 12.
6.
6. Are you ready, Linda?
I'm ready.
Don't strain yourself.
I won't.
Okay. Is he going to land on number 6? We need a winner. What is it? 8? Edward, I'm sorry, it's number 8. So, but we will give you 2 Vanderwin's gift cards next week unless we forget to. But we'll buy your breakfast anyway, all right?
All righty.
All right, thanks a lot, okay?
Bye, Edward.
Bye-bye. Bye. TV, there's where it's at. TV Delmarva, there's nothing like it. Thank you, Linda. Linda did a good job.
Thank you.
Yes, the check is in the mail, Linda. Okay. All right. Tracy, if you want, you can take this big monstrous thing out of here. Is that another call? I thought I was hearing things. I'm dreaming so much about phone calls. All right, put the prize wheel back one more time. Sorry about that. Clump. Hey, who am I talking to?
Good morning, Jim. This is Kari.
Kari, how you doing?
All right.
Are you calling for what reason?
I thought I'd try to spin the wheel.
Okay. Now, do you know how this works?
I believe so.
You've got to guess the number from 1 to 15.
Okay.
And then we're going to spin it. And if it lands on it, you win.
Okay.
And if you win, you're buying everybody's breakfast next Saturday.
Okay. Do I get to use your checkbook?
You can use my credit card.
Okay,
How's that?
works.
All right. All right. What number are you picking?
Pick number 9.
Okay, number 9. Oh, spin that thing hard. Here we go. What number? 8, 9. What is it? 8. You were close. I'm sorry.
All right. I
Oh,
appreciate it.
hey, are you watching on TV, Facebook, YouTube?
Facebook.
Facebook. What channel on Facebook?
The only one.
Only one. Okay.
I think it's under your name.
All right. Okay, well, thank you very much, okay?
All right. Thanks, Jim.
See ya. Bye.
All right.
Bye. All right, we are done with that. Colin, are you going to join me or what? That was the prize wheel. Now I got marks all over the thing. Golly, damn, I'm going to have to get me a tablecloth sponsor. Maybe a business wants to sponsor the tablecloth.
You sure you want to be done with that?
I don't know. What do you want to keep going? I don't want to cut into your time. It's 9:39.
No.
I want Colin to be
Well,
happy.
if anybody still wants to spin, we'll bring the prize wheel back out.
Right, or I'll just get Colin to shake.
Or we'll just guess
Something.
what number I'm thinking.
Hey, that's it. Guess what number he's thinking.
Right.
All right. What is next?
I don't know. TV Delmarva, we kind of talked about that. We've got a guy said he watches Saturday morning, so he likes your show for sure.
Let's do something real. Let's
Okay.
break something down.
All right, let's break it
Let's
down.
talk about advertising. I
That
know
spot is worrying you.
It's
and
very
you
much
keep
worrying me.
wiping it.
Yep, it is. All right. So anyway, let's say a business is watching and they own a business.
The
and
business itself is watching.
the
Business
owner of the
owner,
business.
yep,
Okay.
yep, or the person in charge of
and
advertising.
They've never done any advertising, none whatsoever.
Oh, right,
They've
okay.
got a business. They've been pretty fortunate and haven't had to advertise, or they're fairly new, or getting started, or something. Let's make somebody a deal today.
Okay.
Is there anybody watching right now that would literally call up and buy an advertising package, or just wants to talk about it and say, "That's what I'm going to do"? If you're okay with that,
Okay.
okay. Would somebody want to call and just say, "What could you do for my business? What would you?" So let's first. I want to talk about frequency for just a minute.
Okay. It's channel 14, 473 megahertz.
Okay. Give me an idea of how.
Oh, not that kind of frequency?
Not really.
Okay.
But frequency. I'm talking more. If a person's thinking about buying advertising, do they buy one ad at a time? Do they buy like an ad a week, or do they buy an ad a day? In other words, how would you encourage somebody to spend their advertising money?
I would,
if they were limited, but they want to get some results.
I would encourage a couple ads a day.
Okay.
And maybe strategically, So I would say in the prime time. So that's going to be 6 to midnight. That would be our prime time.
Okay.
Day part.
6 a.m.
6 p.m.
6 p.m.
to midnight.
To midnight is the prime time. I
Yeah.
guess you're right, because people aren't working. Or yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
See?
that's the prime, and that's when the good shows.
Now, you know what's
are on
funny?
and the-
I immediately was thinking in the radio world. You're
Right.
getting people
Morning
driving.
drive. Well,
Right.
the
See?
second best time, in my opinion, would be morning.
But
6 a.m.
buying
to noon.
TV is different than buying radio.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
just now realized that. It is. It is.
Right. Yeah. So radio, you probably wouldn't want to buy 6 p.m. to midnight.
Right. So 6 p.m. to midnight is the most times on average that people view TV.
Yeah, and I would
Okay.
say 6 p.m. midnight, or Saturday morning during the local block here on Saturday morning. That would be my other recommendation.
Okay.
And probably equally for both of those.
Okay.
So that is a.
And then
times
Saturday
that are-
morning, you've got me from 7 to 9. Then what's next? Michael at 11?
Yeah, so we start at currently, right now, we start at 6 with
Sound of Delmarva.
Sound of Delmarva. So
Okay.
it's local bands, and some of these are, they're all pre-recorded.
Right.
Ones that we've had.
Pre-COVID.
Yeah, but we still are getting lots of viewers on that. Your show from 7 to 9, usually. We're in
Okay.
that bonus hour right now. 10 to 11 has been Jessica Martinez. She's actually off on a break right now, Studio
Okay.
J. She will be back with the show. So we're kind of running network programming for that. But 11 to noon is Michael Sprouse, Coastal A&E with Michael Sprouse. And he's getting lots. I mean, he made the Cape Gazette last week,
Really?
about his his guest that he had on. He had Eve Plum.
Well, he
on.
actually
She's
had him in town.
Yeah, she came to town, and
Right.
I think he's working on other things like that. But he's had Wally from Leave It to Beaver.
Right.
He's had lots of just local artists and and people. So very interesting show, good show, very local.
So there's room for somebody else to do a show. You mentioned that earlier.
Yeah. If you wanted to do a show, your business, something like that.
Right.
You've
Right, a business. Right. So how would a business do a show? Let's walk through that one for a minute.
Well, okay. So for you, for example, a trailer dealer. So you can come
We
up
would
with
go-
anything you want.
Right, but we could start with
my-
the swing sets. And then,
my thought would be, you would start out there and you would start with your swing sets. You walk over to one and explain the features and the benefits, why this swing set is the one you want and not the
Right.
one down the road because
Right.
yours, is the vinyl. What do you
better,
say about
better
it?
hardware?
Rot, chip, peel,
Right.
rust, whatever
Right.
it is. Explain the benefits of it, and you have time. It's going to be 28 and a half
Correct.
minutes.
It's
or
not like a
57
30-second
minutes.
commercial.
Exactly. You can actually get down into the details of it instead of just the talking
Skimming
points.
the surface.
Exactly.
Right.
And then maybe you would walk over to a shed or
Right.
a
Talk
chicken
about
coop or bring
dog
up a couple
kennel, right.
trailers, dog kennels. Exactly.
Right.
So you've got plenty of time to get into the details of lots of things.
Right,
within
how
your
a door
business.
latches or the ramp gates work or something like that.
Right, and why this product is better than maybe another product.
Mm-hmm.
Like Chuck was talking about this morning, those grease fittings on those hinges.
I know. I
That
didn't
is
even know
just
we did
one
all that.
little thing that
Right.
you don't have to think about.
Right.
They've already done it for you. So now and
I didn't know we did all that we do.
man,
I forget
just,
about
I
it.
just thought of something. If
What?
you could give somebody a piece of paper of maintenance that they could do, the grease fittings on here, and all those, that would be a
We'd
great
rather
idea.
just tell them to dial 337 and schedule an
Well,
appointment.
yeah, exactly. You could do it
But-
too. But I'm thinking, if somebody
But
has
just to
not
drive-
necessarily trailers, but
Right.
if you have educate the way to educate people,
Right.
you could use
how
this
to take
show
care
do
of
that.
something.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. Yep. How to take care of your swing set and things like that.
Right. Yeah. Go to our website where there's a form right here, so that drives people to your
the website, right.
And then the next step is to give you a call, and get them in the door.
I keep going to a boat dealer. I think a boat dealer should have a thing on how to winterize your boat, how to unwinterize your
Yeah.
boat, how to winterize your pool, how to unwinterize your pool.
Yep. Campers, trailers,
just a little bit of everything.
rental house, your rental
Yep,
house or your
yep.
vacation house here.
How to winterize it.
Yeah.
How to, So,
So there's
anyway.
lots of opportunities for anybody that is looking to get their information out
Right.
to potential customers and try to get them in the door.
All right. Well, so I just want people to know that, there's a lot of opportunities. I guess I don't want to come across as we're just trying to sell something because we're really trying to help your business prosper. In other words, whether we sell it or don't sell it, it's kind of irrelevant. Something will come along anyway, either way. But,
Right.
it's all about networking and helping people. And that
Right.
is what Lower Delaware is all about. It's just like, even speaking of churches, what brings people to church? Not an ad. It's more a relationship.
It is,
Somebody
yeah,
is there.
right.
They're passionate about it. They grab a friend. And that is how business works. It's really relationship driven, way more than just product driven. In other
Right,
words,
way more than the best deal, the best whatever, that does factor into it. But,
Right.
a lot of people want to know they're taken care of, and they're going to be taken care of. So I think that's. Do
you want to talk about your business?
Yeah, we can talk about it. Wall Service
Talk
Center,
about
that business.
air conditioners. Yeah,
Okay.
like if somebody said, last year I forgot all about that, my air conditioner didn't quite cool the vehicle as much
Right.
as it used to, and I forgot about it. The winter's over.
Right.
I'm getting ready to run into hot season. If it didn't work last year, it's not working this year. They don't self-heal.
Most likely. So I own Wall Service Center right here. We're a 4th generation business. So Colin here, my son, he works there every day, and he's doing a great job at. He's doing a lot of the day-to-day stuff, as far as customer and things like that. We also have Marlena in the front office there.
But with that said, pretty much an owner of the company is on the property pretty much all the time it's open.
Right, yeah.
In other words, so it's
and
a
you're gonna
little
get,
bit different, you know.
You're going to get somebody that cares about the business, too.
Correct. And right down to the employees that you have that help you run it.
Sure.
It matters to them. It's not just a job. They want to do a good job. They want to deliver good service. You using them AC Delco parts. I mean, you told me story after story where you pull this out of the box and you compare it to the one you took off somebody's vehicle.
Yeah.
And there's a difference.
Oh, there is a
words,
difference, and we're happy to be an AC Delco.
And that was a big deal for them to approve you.
That was a real big deal.
Right.
100-plus year company. I mean, it's General Motors.
Right, and you're a 60-plus year company.
63-year company. So, you can be certain, as the AC Delco ads say, be certain with AC Delco and Wall Service Center. They're going to be around.
But now, I think it was Jim telling me a story about how you put a battery in. Okay, and what he liked was he was on his way to Florida, but by dealing with you and you being an AC Delco place, I think he said, I hope I'm not making this up, but that it gave him a little bit of a more comfort level that you're connected to a nationwide network.
Well, we are, yeah.
Of AC Delco families.
Right, yeah. And, AC Delco is a little bit picky about who they pick to
Right, it took them a couple years to finally say you're good enough.
It took 63 years.
63 years to get you.
But that's the good thing. Any General Motors dealer is also an AC Delco dealer. So anybody that sells GM product cars also is an AC Delco dealer. So there's warranties across the country. Where can you find a Chevrolet dealership?
But Jim was leaving Milford, going to Florida, and he took comfort in knowing that you were connected to that.
Exactly. So we are, and we have free roadside assistance. It's actually given by AC Delco.
And how do you do that, Colin? You get up in the middle of the night and
I do not.
Okay.
So I think it's administered by Allstate Insurance. So you ever heard of them? They're kind of a small company.
Kind of a small, big nationwide company.
Exactly.
I agree.
So somebody's going to answer the phone when you call them. So,
right.
And they've got the resources to get people out to you. I don't have the resources to get somebody out to you in, Michigan or wherever.
Right.
It would take me a long time. They can get somebody to you right away. It's a 800 number you call.
Now,
and,
you get that for free when you buy a part?
You get that for free just by getting an oil change done there. So the level is the oil change on up that you get that free.
So you get an oil change, change the oil, you change the filter.
Right.
And then you
Using
get
AC
this.
Delco.
AC Delco. You get this roadside assistance for free?
You do get this roadside assistance for free.
Really?
Yeah.
And really, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So
I just ordered some brochures. So we've had a brochure shortage.
Okay.
Among other things, there's shortages on even brochures.
But I forgot that.
Yeah.
So if you run out of gas, if your battery goes dead,
yes, you need a jump start.
If you lock your keys in the car,
right, you need a tire changed.
Flat
tire.
This is the time people need to switch their oil change company. Like wherever you're getting your oil change now, you need to think about it. Do you get this with an oil change?
Right.
Because you get it with you.
And there are other places that offer it, but think about it. Is it backed by AC Delco, a 100-year company,
Right.
and Wall Service Center, a 63-year-old company?
Right.
Or is it just, some guy say, oh, yeah, I'll take care of you.
Right.
And, that's
I got a
that's
question.
good as long as he's around and can do it.
Right. Jonathan?
Yes.
Do you have that blower with you? Oh, my gosh.
You got a picture of it, though.
All right. Can you bring it up?
Probably, yeah.
Do you feel like it? We're going to sell a gasoline. Man,
Can you
we
bring
are
it up
bouncing around today. Boy, you think we were the Globetrotters here or something.
Jonathan has a backpack blower.
Okay.
And it's...
Will it blow weeds out of a garden?
I don't think so, unless they're loose. But it's pretty powerful. So it is. But he's just found out it's a little more than he needs for what he's doing. So he ended up buying a commercial handheld one.
Right.
But this is a nice backpack blower. It might have a couple hours of use on it, and that's it. He
very
just
little.
bought it like a month and a half ago, probably. And the brand is Husqvarna backpack blower.
Yep.
And I think
But he also burned this special gas that I have fell in love with.
Yes, it's pre-mixed.
What's it called? It's the gas.
True Fuel.
True Fuel.
Yeah.
Okay. I bought a chainsaw at Southern States in Milford.
Yep.
And they sold me this gallon of gas for $20. And I thought, this guy is the salesman of the year to sell me a gallon of gas for $20. But he was explaining how it won't gum up your carburetor. The oil was already mixed in it. And he's right. Every time I go to use my chainsaw, which isn't often, it always starts.
It's non-ethanol fuel.
Is that what it is?
It's non-ethanol, so it has no alcohol in it. Alcohol actually is corrosive. You know, it'll eat the gaskets and things up. So if you leave it sitting in the carburetor for too long, it will actually.
So if you've got an item that you use very seldom, you definitely want to use this stuff. But I noticed that Jonathan said with his backpack blower, that's the only kind of gas he had ever used in it.
Yep. So you know the fuel has been mixed right for
Correct.
one thing.
Yeah.
You're not running it too lean, which on a two-stroke is very important. If you run not enough oil in the fuel, it will actually cause wear and premature wear in the engine.
Do we have a picture of this thing?
They're trying to get it up. So, but anyway, it's what did you pay for it, John?
$700.
Huh?
Yeah.
350, 360, something like that. He's asking 300 for it now. I mean 200.
200 even. 200 even. So we're gonna.
And it might have 2 hours of use on it, so that's a pretty good deal.
Wow. So if anybody out there, you know what I thought about buying it for, and I just haven't made up my mind. I might need him to come over. I might need him to demonstrate it. I have a garage at home that I thought this would be the way to sweep the floor.
Yes, it is.
And blow that sucker out. In other words, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And I was just thinking about that. I was thinking, I don't know if it's going to be too much weight for Denise's back, but anyway.
Well, that is the nice thing about it, that you do actually put it on your back instead of holding an engine out here, which is what you're doing, with your arm. If you're doing a lot of blowing, that's definitely the way to go, is to use this backpack blower.
Wow. But anyway, I just
About the same
thought
weight
that
as a
would be.
handheld.
Is it really?
Yeah, and you're wearing it on your back. So
okay. All right. Well, I think the shop's small. It's 40 by 80. I'm thinking Jonathan should come over and show me how it would look done to see if I really like it all blown out like that.
I think he has a $200 demonstration charge. If you
No
want to
kidding.
do that. Yeah.
It's really just an application fee.
All right, there it is. There it is.
It's a Husqvarna, too.
Husqvarna. Oh,
I forgot that.
Hey,
I said
that cooler is not for sale.
Uh-oh.
That is my cooler it's sitting on. That is not for sale.
Okay. So what about the push mower in the background? Does that come with it?
The push mower does not, and neither does my garage door.
Okay. And as odd as that sounds, you really have to make that stuff clear nowadays.
Yeah, you really do. That garage door. You remember that garage door? Oh, that $100 bill is for sale.
That wasn't no $100 bill.
Or 1,000, I mean. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
You remember those garage doors when I was looking at that house?
They were quiet.
That is the quietest door I have ever had.
Really?
Yeah.
We are really bouncing all around the
We
charts
are,
here
but
today.
I just saw that door there, and it just makes me
You're
think,
very happy with your garage door.
I've never been happier about a garage door than that one.
It's whisper quiet.
It really is. You hear the motor.
Why?
And it's just
Then
kind
what's
of
the difference?
Well, I think it's because it's heavy.
Okay.
It's fully insulated, and it's got the metal on the backside, where it's fully insulated, and it's got so it's kind of a solid door.
Okay.
And I think it was just done really well by a
door company.
A door company in Delmarva.
You've been pretty happy with that house purchase.
Oh, yeah. I've been real happy with the house purchase. Yeah. Very, very happy.
Very, very happy. Listen, we're in the last 5 minutes of our bonus hour, and I want to just take a minute and say thanks a lot to everybody. TV Delmarva, first of all, for hosting the third hour, for you, Colin, and Colin the second, and Jonathan, and Tracy, and also our special guest wheel spinner today, Linda.
Yes,
Yay.
wheel spinner.
So
special talent.
Special talent. She's well trained. Did you go to college
for wheel spinning?
Yes. Okay. She's gonna get a part-time job at the fair or the roulette wheels. Oh, they're laying flat, though.
Oh, yeah.
But you still spin them. But anyway, we've had a good time. This is the last week we're going to do the third hour for now. We may come back another day, But we got ball games to deal with.
We really do.
Grandkids and kids and things like that. So
my ball game got interrupted last night.
Did it really?
Yeah, because of the tower issue.
Okay.
With that, yeah.
Okay.
And I don't like that. But they won anyway, 4-0.
They won. There you go.
They're 4-0.
Now, wait a minute. Which son is doing so good with the batting? Was that William? William.
Yeah,
okay.
William is really, really turning
into
it on.
the batting.
He's doing a good job. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, very good.
Yep. He's a good little ball player.
Yep. And so Greenwood Barbecue Chicken is open today.
yeah.
I do want to thank our TV audience. It's growing by the week. I mean, I can't count how many times people say, explain to me the TV, what's going on, where's it at? Everybody wants to know where it's at. I'm like, it's everywhere. Don't worry about like where it's at. They want to know, where is this? Like they think there's tours of this TV station or something like that. I'm like, no, we're not doing tours, but you know, that's kind of where we're at. So anyway, what else is going on? We're about out of time, so we're going to end here in a minute or two.
Right.
But I do want to remind you, the Greenwood Barbecue Chicken is open. It was really cool the other week. You know, the state police helicopter landed.
Yep.
And it was just kind of neat how they, you know, landed, got some chicken and stuff like that. And the other day I went there. I always park on the opposite side, and then I walk through the crowd to get in the back of the line and so on. And I'm walking through, and I'm like, what's everybody staring at me for? Forgot my mask. You know what I mean? In other words, I'm like, man, I'm so used to not wearing that thing. So I went back to the truck and got the mask and all that, you know. But anyway, but the Greenwood Barbecue Chicken, I don't even know why I brag about it so much. I mean, it's just barbecue chicken, but it's pretty darn good.
It's pretty
That's
good,
all.
yeah.
It's
And it's not
pretty
the
good.
red sauce. It's what's called the white
Vinegar,
sauce, I guess.
I don't
you
even
the
know.
vinegar
But,
base.
and you can buy extra. In other words,
Yeah,
you know.
yep.
In fact, last week I was instructed by Kevin Short. In fact, I just volunteered it to pick up a couple, and then Debbie came to our house and got them.
Oh,
so
okay.
because they were worried by the time she got there they'd be sold out.
Yeah, you didn't mean instructed. You meant demanded
and
to.
Not,
He demanded.
he
that you do
demanded it.
Right.
Actually, I volunteered it. I
Okay.
volunteered it. So
Kevin can be demanding.
He can be demanding, but he means well. He means well, and he wants to get to it.
Well,
you know what I mean?
actually, I like that he knows what he wants. Kevin Short does know what he wants.
Well, here's
and
what I
he knows
also
how he
like.
wants it.
If you hire him to do something for you, there's not a whole lot of do-overs.
Right.
He knows what he's doing. He
Yes.
does it right the first time, and,
Yep.
and that's what it is. That's Mid-South Audio we're talking about.
Right.
So other than that, I've had one heck of a week, got lots of things going on. My new vehicle, I should have it any day, and that's kind of where we're at. So thank you for watching the show. Thank you for watching the show. This
Yes,
has
thank
been
you.
the third hour. I don't know what's going to be on next week. It'll be a surprise. It could be you. You could buy your own show.
Yeah, right.
And be
Exactly.
on. So
It could
anyway,
be on 9 to 10.
9 to 10.
That is
Contact
available,
Colin.
you know, if you
Is
are
it for real?
if you are a
Okay.
business or, you know, an organization or whatever, and you want that hour, 9 to 10 hour on Saturdays, it is available. Give me a call, 302-242-8015, 302-242-8015. I'll take a call or a text.
Right.
At that number.
And they got lots of things cooking, lots of packages. They're talking
Yeah.
to different advertisers. It's kind of neat. We have 30 seconds. So,
Yep.
Jonathan, how do you want somebody to contact you about that blower? Call him. What did he just say?
Call or text 302-381-2450, 302-381-2450. If you're interested in that blower for $200, is that right? It's a $300 blower basically that is a month old.
Been
You're going to get
used
for
a couple,
$200.
couple hours.
Less than an hour.
Yep.
or 2
Like
hours.
new, free demonstration.
Yep.
Okay. We're
Goodbye.
done. See you guys.